Prime one, that's him. Sky, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fan before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob, a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a crook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone out the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true boat, brother, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See, I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah.
Top of the morning, fellas! Baby!
Lee fired right out the gate, huh?
Oh, now. Why not? It's fucking Friday, buddy!
Let's go. I like that energy. You know what I mean? And speaking of energy, we have brought you some positive energy on a Friday with another live edition.
Oh, wait!
Yeah. How you doing, fellas? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Friday, my G's.
Happy Friday to everybody up in the chat. Good morning, Chase.
Hey,
Happening Albert, bro. What's up, fellas?
What up?
And it's already afternoon for our buddy Emil out there, probably on the East Coast. Good afternoon, brother.
What's going on, Emil?
What up, Emil? Canada stand up.
There you go. Canadians, the invisible immigrants, as I like to call them.
Come on now.
Oh, they're already calling for us.
Ooh.
Yeah.
27 days until the draft. Hell yeah.
Oh, shit.
Only 27? Okay.
Only 27.
Let's go.
There you go. Well, shit, that's
Then
what
we
you
get
have
the
about 4
schedule in
weeks.
47 days.
Right under 4 weeks.
You said the schedule releases in 40 days?
47 days, yeah.
47 days.
Okay. 27, 47.
35, 45, 55, 37, 45. You'll never find a hairline like mine. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, when he salute, he do one of these.
He did like this every time.
As airline was Alabama.
Oh, everything. He had the old ladies in there boosting. Oh, my mom, the old ladies had the bikini t-shirt on and all that. She was talking shit to Day. Oh, my mama, I'll beat your motherfucking ass.
What's that?
Oh, everything.
Oh, shit. He did have the old ladies boosting on the beginning.
I saw one.
Shout out to all about the Benjamins, Ice Cube and Day.
Speaking of Day, and I saw one, and he was like at Walmart or whatever. And he's, I don't know, some fool just like grabbed some shit out of his hand, and he was like, "Hey man, that's mine." And the guy came stepping to him hard or whatever. He's like, "All right, just left it alone." And he was in the parking lot, and then he noticed like, you know, some other vatos creeping up on him or whatever. And then one of them was like, right before it was about to go down, one of them was like, "Hey, that's Day." And they were all cool, like, "Oh, it's all good, man, whatever." You say shit to my nephew, Holmes?
Hey,
He was doing some stand-up. I don't know if it's true, but you know, it was a funny story.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, didn't he just drop a new joint? Like a new
I think so.
Probably.
Because I saw him doing the rounds. I saw him on the Breakfast Club not too long ago. Yeah, I fuck with Mike Epps.
Come on now.
Well, if you heard anything about the NFL putting some
hold on. Let's take it to the
my
stage.
bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ear to the streets.
All right. So if you heard anything about a 4th and long alternative on an onside kick, that shit is kind of false. The NFL is not considering a 4th and long alternative.
That's
And
weird.
they got rid of,
That's a stupid ass idea.
Yeah.
and the NFL now deems the nose wipe celebration a violent gesture.
What?
The nose wipe. Yeah, I don't.
Yes, I understand. Yes, trust me, I understand. But why is it a violent gesture?
Well, here they go. They say any violent gesture which shall include, but not limited to, throat slash, simulating firing or brandishing a gun, or using the nose wipe gesture, or an act that is sexually suggestive or offensive.
Nose wiping is nowhere near violently aggressive.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. You know, all the blood, slime, that slime life shit. When you're blood, you wipe your nose. That means I'm finna kill you, and it's also you're banging on them. You know what I mean?
And that's too much of them looking into the hip hop shit, bro. That is
I'm gonna start wiping my chin.
What that means. So is this violent? Let me look. We all watch that shit. Is this violent?
No, man, that's
Slime life.
That's Anthony Richardson tapping out.
The No Fun League. That's right,
But
Chase. On my
You definitely
mama. Come on
can't
now,
do your
really?
air guns no more.
Well, for my 49er faithful
Yeah, he's
buddies,
out of there.
for my 49er faithful buddies,
Hold on, Lee. Hold on. We're only 10 years removed from them taking away gang signs. Remember, Deshaun Jackson used to always throw up his gang. They, you know what I mean? Then I think we're only about 10 years removed from them not allowing them to say the N-word either, because for a while there.
Well, I understand the gang signs, right? I understand the gang signs, but this don't mean nothing, bro.
I know.
100%. The wiping your nose is
I do it all the time.
with blood.
Well,
culture.
see, okay, so that's in the culture, though, bro. That's you know what I mean. I'm talking about. Come on now, this.
I mean,
this means good.
I was happy when they wouldn't allow OBJ to twerk, because it was like, why every time he has his choice of celebration is some kind of man twerking? Like, that's crazy to me.
Well, remember they banned Tyreek Hill from doing the peace sign, bro.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
come on now, you know what I mean?
He had to put it on his glove, like it's painted, so he holds up his whole hand, and it looked like he was throwing the peace sign on the glove.
Oh, that's federal.
He had like two fingers colored. You know what I mean?
Oh, my mama.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
though,
They stopped letting Tyreek do that shit when he used to hit the peace sign and be gone. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because it was supposedly that one. So that wasn't offensive. That was taunting to the players in the secondary or something like that. Some shit.
Yeah, because he would burn food.
Yeah, I mean, that's like waving bye-bye. It's like, come on, man. Why are you getting rid of that shit? Like, if you're going to put peace in their face, like, yeah, dude, I mean, catch him. And maybe you can stop him from doing that shit, right? Be faster.
You know, man.
That shit is crazy, bro.
Half the peace sign is bad, man.
They're gonna say you can't do a backflip into the end zone now or some shit.
Look, the stuff that should be outlawed, like Lee said, the gestures of the guns, the throat slash. That means that means like you can put 2 and 2 together. But bro, all I did was wipe my nose. That should be because I just burned your motherfucking ass.
What if you have a runny nose though?
I just should, like, come on now. And then if I go make it, come on now. If I go make a catch and all I do is this, like, come on
runny
now.
nose. Come on now. What are you gonna do? Like snot all over fucking shit?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do now,
bro.
Come on, nigga, you're facing the freaking uniform. Come on now. Come on.
I had something on my face mask.
I mean,
well, the 49ers and Brock Purdy are in active negotiations on a long-term deal with the intent to finalize a contract before the season kicks off. Purdy's deal is expected to land in the $50 to $55 million range or more.
it's funny because this is me last week saying, like, we're going to do like what the Niners always do and pay the motherfuckers when it's right before the season. I hope that isn't detrimental to our offseason for the kid because, man, this is only his second actual full offseason. You know what I mean? Yeah, it gets annoying.
Without injury.
Yeah, without injury, exactly.
With that whole arm shoulder thing.
Yeah, I got faith in Parag and John and Kyle to get this shit done. I don't think this is gonna get dragged out.
No, they
think you got too many. You just got too many prior experience. And you got too many prior experiences with your big name players on your team, starting with Bosa, starting with Debo, starting with Trent Williams, starting with Ayuk. These last 3 years that when it was time to pay your big name players, they all held out. You can't let your starting quarterback hold out 100% unless it's a bigger game when you got Mac Jones back there. Now you can put that into perspective and, you know what I mean, use that as a negotiation chip. Okay, you want to sit out because we don't want to match up. Oh, we'll run with Mac Jones. But I doubt that that's going to happen. No, I think they'll get the contract done.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Brandon Ayuk, the 49ers are open to trading Ayuk, but many view
it's not going to happen.
But many view it unlikely due to his
don't even finish it.
An ACL injury. But
that's the only reason why we're even trying. Here's the irony: when people wanted him last year, we didn't want to give him up. Then now he's coming off the ACL. We want to give him up. No one's going to want him.
But that's not what the conversation was. Hold on. He was looking to sign somewhere, and then he held out, and then San Francisco gave him the best offer.
Well, Bogey, here you go. Here's the second part.
But he was getting offers, but he like Pittsburgh and
New England. New England offered him the most. Well, he didn't want to go to New England. New England offered him like 30-something.
Here you go. In fact,
he was trying to get his way to Washington.
In fact, the 49ers organization has been in communication with, in quotes, several teams about a potential Ayuk trade.
They're going to have to eat a lot of that money.
This morning I just read there's no real team of interest. And if this is something we're looking at more towards trade deadline real talk. You know what I mean? Like,
I could see Pittsburgh doing it.
No, they
got a draft pick behind 49ers.
Well, they're not bringing in another contract.
The Patriots just got
maybe the Browns and
it'll be the Browns or Cleveland,
so they can move up and then get like a player that they really need. They're gonna
New England wouldn't do it. New England just gave Stephon Diggs all that money.
Oh, yeah, but got 20.
But
that Diggs contract can now turn into a 1-year contract.
All those contracts are 1 year.
May only be a one and done contract.
And then Tuesday is the first. Ayuk get $10 million, I think, on the first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then later on this year, he get another roster bonus. Oh, my mama. Like, bro, if you're going to trade him, it got to be before Tuesday. 100%.
Yeah,
and then if you trade him before Tuesday, like we said earlier this week, they was offering fourths and fifths. I forgot what team you said, but we ain't taking no fourth or no fifth.
No
fucking salary.
If Cleveland wants them, they're coming up off that second round pick.
Yeah, because Ayuk is a former first round pick who has flashed WR1 and then
1,400.
And then if he comes cheap, on the AAV for another club that they might actually that's in position that where they feel like that's the missing piece, where they got everything else in order. They just need another pass catcher who's proven, and they don't want to take a risk on some of these wide receivers in this class.
It still ain't too late for him to go to Washington.
No, it will.
Or New England, I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
we still got the soap opera of Aaron Rodgers going on, and I'm getting sick of it already. Well, the Vikings said they talked to Aaron Rodgers again, and it's not off the table to have another conversation. But also, the Steelers are hoping for a conclusion by today or tomorrow to Aaron Rodgers to make a decision.
I heard it's because they only want to give him 1 year. And
Exactly.
Rodgers like, put 2 years on paper. It's like, no. Give you a 1 year deal. Here it is, Rodgers. And apparently, when Rodgers pulled up in Pittsburgh, he pulled up unannounced. He just said, let me just go.
Yo.
You know
I
what
would have
mean?
did the same thing if I was him.
Yeah.
Oh, my mama. Let me come see what y'all about, because there's been a little bit of dysfunction around here as well. 100%. Y'all
true.
not getting this quarterback position right. Y'all done missed out on Fields. Y'all done missed out on Sam Darnold. Here it is now. You know what I mean? Is you trying to lowball me? What the fuck is going on? Let me come pull up and talk to Mike T unannounced. See what's going on, man. You got some room for me over here? Let me talk to Cam Hayward, man. Cam Hayward said some shit, but he's a leader of the team.
Yeah, I heard Cam.
Let me tap in with him. Listen on everything.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because there is no real rush, but at the same time, too, like I've been saying it to the Steelers. You know what I mean? They're not inclined to not look at a QB there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
they're looking at Milrow.
they also just worked out 2 quarterbacks, too. Milrose and Dart.
They wouldn't move up for Dart.
Well, the Bengals have fully prepared to negotiate a new deal with Trey Hendrickson, and a trade is now off the table. So it's contract or
Oh, you said the Bengals. I just said the
the
Bears.
Bengals, yeah. And the Broncos envision tight end Evan Ingram has a potential matchup nightmare for head coach Sean Payton's offense.
Yeah, what's the specific word he uses for the tight end?
Joker.
Joker.
For what?
My mama.
Yeah, he calls it the Joker. So, like, you know, other offenses will call it like the move tight end or the wide tight end or the but in this case, Sean Payton calls it the Joker. You know what I mean? But it's like, which basically means you're just the big ass slot that's gonna be out there running routes and not blocking and shit. You know what I mean?
Well, Stephon Diggs' 3-year contract, $69 million contract with the New England, allows the team to get out of the contract after the 2025 season if things don't go well.
They're all 1 year joints.
Same with Cooper Kupp,
Yeah, Devontae Adams too. I mean, it's the age they're at. So like you put the 2 or 3 years on paper, and then you know what I'm saying. It's really a glorified 1 year deal because all the guarantees come up front. So you know
Is he gonna be ready by the start of the season?
Yeah, I just said that Stephon Diggs is on track to be ready for week 1.
Yeah, and he's he putting out videos of him squatting.
Yeah. And
I got a question for the panel about this. I got a question for y'all though. This is a fantasy question. Even though they brought in Diggs, and y'all know I'm a big Pop Smoke Douglas fan. Does this fuck up Pop Smoke Douglas if they don't bring in no more wide receivers?
I think it hurts them.
No, because it's Josh McDaniels. So like when you go back, it's the slot guy eats the most. You know what I mean?
Well, Diggs isn't the.
Diggs is going to be out wide more, like almost regular, almost.
But he's not the downfield threat that he used to be. In the Texans offense, he was primarily used as a slot receiver. Moving the chains.
And so if that's the
why
case,
I asked that, bro.
it does hurt Pop.
Yeah, he was like the pace for I think close to 1,000 and I don't know, maybe six touchdowns.
7 TDs from what
Because, you know, he loved him some slot receivers when it comes. Like even Jacoby Myers was eating like crazy, and then here's Devontae Adams. See, and it took a while until Devontae Adams got this until they got rid of Josh McDaniels to get Devontae really going that second year together. You know what I mean? Because remember, but the steady guy was Jacoby Myers. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm not losing all hope for
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke just yet. They're both. How about this? This even gets us Pop Smoke cheaper. You know what I mean? Because now Diggs is probably somebody drafted within the first 120 now. You know?
Well, crazy Kirko Cousins was spotted in Cleveland having dinner with Kevin Stefanski.
Is that right?
Kirk, how's your arm?
All right, 100%.
Yeah, you want to pull
the
it?
film? Just
Kirk,
don't watch the film. Don't watch the film. I've been improved since last season. That's all he has to say about that.
Hey, what's the next question after his arm? How's your Achilles? Can you move around a little bit better?
Can you move around? Can you get that ball not looking like a dead duck out there?
How's that guaranteed money looking?
Well, I don't know. I think that contract that was like a 3 or 4 year deal. So that's money that's not even gonna affect the guy
exactly
that
right.
take them
Yeah,
on.
he
They
got
just
50
don't want to waste
already.
their time. If they're looking to add Cousins, it's probably not to mentor a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's probably be like, okay, do you have any juice left? Can we use you to win games?
Yeah.
But if they do want to use him as a mentor, that's what you got coaches for. What do you need a fucking quarterback to go out there and show you the ropes? I don't think that's what Kirk Cousins wants to do, and I don't think Kirk Cousins needs to do that.
Well, here's some draft
Kirk
news.
Cousins pick, bro. That allows them to go ahead and take Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter.
Well, speaking of that, I'll get to that. Yeah. Well, the Titans are holding an additional workout with Cam Ward. Now, the Browns are leaning towards taking Abdul Carter with the second pick, and also potentially open to trading down from the number 2 pick.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I would too.
And Travis Hunter moves ahead of Shedeur Sanders as being the 3rd overall pick in many places. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Deion Sanders came out and said he's content with any team in the top 10 picks drafting his son. That means the Giants, the Saints, Titans, whatever. And he said he already knows where his son wants to go. We all know
he wants to go to the Raiders.
He wants to go, or New York.
I think he wants to go to the Raiders. He wants to go hang out and be a part of the Tom Brady experience. He loves Tom Brady.
Abdul Carter will not work out at the Penn State Pro Day.
He doesn't need to.
No.
We already seen him dominate with a broken arm.
And the Saints have strong interest in Ole Miss quarterback Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I seen him mock to the Saints at number 9.
Yeah. And the Steelers are really like quarterback Jalen Milroe so much that they may draft him in the first round from several NFL executives are saying.
All of a sudden, we went from this lame-ass quarterback class to like, oh shit, there's 5 of them drafted.
There's at least 5, exactly.
Fucking crazy, bro.
Now, the OSU wide receiver, what is it? Emeka Ibuka?
Yeah.
Ibuka?
Yep.
Top of it.
I know what you're talking about.
What
He
up,
ran a
man?
40-yard dash.
Ibuka or
with
something
a
like that.
4.46. The 4. And then Arizona State.
These are all unofficials, though. You know?
Yeah.
40s are always underrated. Like, they're
Underrated.
overrated. Yeah, I'm not really caring.
Did
about
you
that.
see that kid from Florida? 6'6" Florida defensive tackle Desmond Watson weighed
Oh
in
yeah, he'll be the heaviest
464
player in the
pounds.
world.
You need to stop eating the bucket of chicken.
You know what?
He needs to do,
If he's
man.
drafted, he will-
That's
Hey.
too much.
If he's drafted, he will be the heaviest player ever to be in the NFL.
In the ball game, they was letting him run the ball.
Oh man,
Oh, shit.
that's children. That's child play.
You should have saw his broad jump.
That's child abuse.
For real. He was out there just running them over.
I mean, he ain't the first football player to tip the scales that high. It's just he probably got some athleticism and that's great, but I don't know. I think they build him different. What's that?
Didn't they say he would be the heaviest player ever registered, the heaviest registered weight ever?
Like,
He would be the heaviest person in NFL history.
he could be 400 and still be like in that conversation. He's 30 pounds over that. A 450 pound. That's like the Big Show going out there.
Yeah, right. Well, we know the Browns still have interest in Kirk Cousins, but the Patriots and Raiders are reportedly interested in former Seahawks Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Pete getting the gang back together.
Yeah. The Bears, Raiders, Steelers, and Cowboys are the favorites to land Ashton Gentry.
Guys
Say
like
that again?
getting
And-
over other.
And Ashton Gentry is viewed as one of the cleanest prospects in the draft this year, not only on the field but off the field. And the Raiders are
Okay.
currently the favorites to land him. They're saying.
So he's a good kid. He ain't gonna get in trouble. He ain't gonna drive his Ferrari 200 miles an hour and stuff.
Oh,
Drunk
not
in
just
Vegas
yet. He hasn't
and
got the money, but we'll
Hold
see.
on.
Well, as for cap space, the Texans reworked Denico Archery's contract to gain cap space.
They should have just cut him, but whatever.
Yeah, the Falcons restructured the contracts of AJ Terrell and Chris Lindstrom. And the signings that happened was Stephon Diggs, 3 years, $69 million. Giants signed Russell Wilson for 1 year for $21 million. And Ladarius Smith is coming back to Detroit for on a 2-year deal.
See, there he's running the ball. He lost a yard.
And Kidder's
The
Jets
referee
signed
made it forward,
Josh
like, I don't
Reynolds to a 1 year, $1.5 million.
Who was that? What was that last one?
Josh Reynolds signed a 1 year deal with the Jets.
Okay.
Oh,
the
the
Reynolds
Jets.
rap. Look at
Yeah,
him.
we picked up Josh Reynolds.
I saw the Jets
Didn't
post that on
he get
social media. I was
shot-
like,
Didn't he get actually shot in the head last year?
he got shot at the back of the head, bro. Leaving a strip club. Remember we covered that story?
Yeah, someone tried to rob him or something like that.
With what? A pellet gun?
I know. I don't know how he survived that shit.
I mean,
And the Tennessee Titans.
No, not even.
Hold on, we were talking about this guy getting shot in the head.
The airsoft gun.
Yeah, I don't
they
remember
shot
him
in
getting
the
shot, bro.
In the medulla oblongata.
He was leaving a strip
Yeah, I
club
don't
with a
remember him
homie.
getting shot.
They were targeted and they were followed, and then he got shot in
Maybe
the
it
back
was
of the
his
head.
boy. Maybe
And
it
this was
the homie
last
he was
season?
with that got shot.
Maybe. It was the last season. Yeah,
Yeah, during the season.
less than a year ago.
It
Oh,
was
wasn't
when
he?
he was with the Broncos already. Yeah,
Yeah, I could have swore I picked him up in some of these playoff leagues.
he was leaving a strip club. And then,
I got the official right here. On October 18th, Denver Broncos wide receiver Josh Reynolds was shot in the arm and back of the head after leaving a strip club in Glendale, Colorado. The injuries were reported as non-life threatening, and he's currently recovering. 2 individuals have been arrested, charged with
oh,
attempted
word.
murder.
Okay. See, I never heard the second half where they said the hits were non-threatening because you just hear shot in the head. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah, Chase said he got grazed apparently.
Oh, okay.
There you go. And Plugga just took Ayuk
Damn.
in the cutthroatiest. I took James Cook.
Oh, nice. Hey, the running backs fell all the way.
Yeah, they did right here. So I was like, I'll pick up these 2 young bucks and try not to worry too much about them in the draft or whatever.
Probably the hype of the rookie class.
Well, it's
Yeah.
also like in this one in particular, they did what you should do and go all the receivers.
Wide
went
receivers.
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was just battling for receivers.
Sometimes-
Blah, 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 blah.
We're getting too good at this.
I like this, though. That's why this one's the custodiest.
Hey, the
Oh,
cricket
dude.
commish said, "Do y'all remember the hefty lefty from Kentucky?
The hefty
Man,
lefty.
that's
Yeah, the quarterback.
Ooh.
The quarterback. He
Oh,
used
is
to
that
play for
Tim
the
Couch?
Giants.
Tim
The fat
Couch.
boy.
Was that Tim Couch?
Nah, the fat boy.
Oh,
Tim Couch.
can't-
Did he go
Tim
to
Couch went to
Kentucky?
Cleveland. He went. To,
Yeah.
I thought he did.
Not the fat quarterback. He got drafted from the Giants. He went to
Oh,
Kentucky, I
fuck.
think, as well.
Oh
Fuck.
God, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he was a fat ass
the
white
Raiders?
quarterback. That motherfucker was hella fat. Jared, was it Jared something? Damn, I can't think of that motherfucking name. But it come to us. Top of the morning, Minnesota. Dan, he said only 18 people in
Giants
front of me at,
quarterback that went to
at the
Kentucky.
DMV got to get that real ID so I can fly in August.
Let's
Hey,
go.
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, man. 100%.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
mama,
know.
I knew his name was Jared Lorenzen. Oh my mama, good looking.
Yeah,
Chase.
Lorenzen. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Good looking,
There you go.
Chase, the fat quarterback. Oh my
Yeah,
mama,
he was in,
facts.
he died.
Oh, he ended up passing away.
Yeah, July
Oh,
3rd,
man.
2019. At 38 years
Oh,
old.
hey, rest in peace
Yeah,
to
rest
Jared
in peace to
Lorenzen,
Brad.
man.
Woo!
When was his time? So 38 in 2019. So let's say, okay, so about what 1990, early 2000s was his
Yeah,
time?
he died in 2019. What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like when he played.
He played the Giants. He actually played for the Colts in 2008, and he played the Giants 2004 to 2007.
He's Eli.
Oh shit. The hefty lefty.
Yeah, go look at his motherfucking highlights. That fat white boy was doing his thing, though. I'm telling you, he was about 300 pounds out there really trying to wiggle and whatnot. Then he went to like one of them low-level leagues. Matter of fact, it might have been the indoor league. Yep, on my mother. He was out there balling, bro.
The arena shit.
Yeah, he went to Northern Kentucky River Monsters, I believe, and the Kentucky Horsemen.
On my mama. Because I think he played at Kentucky.
There we go.
He was a hero over there.
I want to say he went to Kentucky Wildcats on everything. In his
Kentucky
college
Horsemen,
days.
2009.
No, I'm talking about his college days.
Oh,
The
college.
Horseman?
He went to. Yeah, he went to Kentucky.
On my mama. Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was a baller.
Well,
shout out to the bots that's in the chat, man. We see y'all. Appreciate y'all 100%, man. Keep this motherfucker fired up. Everything.
You can get the
bots is in the
fuck out of
building.
here.
The bots is in the building, man.
Yeah.
Get the
Well,
link.
what's the link that they're promoted? Coming in here going, oh, okay,
Bots
yeah.
are working hard.
They're the Twitch
They're
box.
trying to wake our game up, but we've already woken them up.
Yeah.
I gotta make a video prep. That was an attorney calling me. Got some work. Never ends.
Man, these draft hats are disgusting for some teams.
With the news of Travis Hunter out favoring Shador at the number 3 pick, does that mean that the Giants are locked in, or not taking a quarterback, or maybe even trading out of that pick, or do they have a chance at still drafting Shador with the other 2 quarterbacks they got?
I don't know. The last thing I saw before I was jumping on is that they have them, like Vegas has them, the Giants favored to get Travis Hunter now.
Right. So what I'm saying is, do you think that they take Travis Hunter or trade out, or do they end up taking Shador, even though they favor what we got the Giants doing?
I can see them trading back in because they're or trading up. Like say he keeps falling because they aren't too far. They're high in the second as well, and if they're willing to do that, they'll probably throw some future assets on top of it. I mean, I don't think it'll be that much to move in when you're at that point. You know what I mean? When you're only like say someone's in the mid 20s and you gotta. I mean, actually, let me think. Because Shador, I mean, look, what shit? Seattle can fuck around and draft Shador for all we know. You know what I mean? Like if he just fell that far, and they would just be like, all right, fuck it, because Sam Darnold's really only like a glorified 1 year deal. You know what I mean?
Emil said the Steelers would trade up for Shador.
See the Steelers, there you go. I didn't think of that. And the Steelers are what at like 18 or 19, or that 20 or something like that. I forget.
Yeah, I think so.
There's like 14 teams that get into the playoffs nowadays. So I be forgetting, like, oh yeah, that would put them like at what, fucking 17 or 18. Who's 17? Is that the Chargers?
They're 22.
Oh, Chargers are 22. Okay.
Well, ESPN's putting
in
a new series together on the Kansas City Chiefs in their development. Fucking pieces of shit.
I mean, is this going to be on Netflix, they said?
No, ESPN. It's going to be a multi-part docuseries that will explore the franchise story to history and remarkable modern-day dynasty, you pieces of shit.
I mean, you got just trickling down the field, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Just keep it trickling down the field. You know what I mean? Like, shit. They won the second one ever?
For what?
Super Bowl. Green Bay wins it first ever. Who won the second one?
I forget.
It was the Chiefs.
The Queef so yes.
Because then I don't think they've won it all the way up until Mahomes finally won it again for them. That's crazy. Now I think about it, the Chiefs have been fucking routinely good for a good minute now. I mean, they've been good. They've been a playoff team pretty much the entirety of the Andy Reid era. They might have missed like one. I can't even think of what time they missed it. They missed the playoffs ever. They had to. There wasn't one injured Alex Smith here. Yeah, but for the most part, yeah. And then who was it? Was it Todd? Was it Todd Haley? Was that he the coach? Who was the coach before Andy Reid over there?
Oh, it was. Oh God.
I feel like Todd Haley was there at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I was like, if I cared that much, I would have been like, somebody look it up.
Those are the Jeopardy questions.
Did you see what I sent you yesterday about that
season form?
Former running back LaShawn Johnson has been charged in a massive dogfighting thing.
When you sent that, I was just like, the first thing I was thinking was like, who the fuck is LaShawn Johnson?
Yeah.
Like when you say former
like
NFL running back,
offensive
that could just be like a
something?
practice squad guy for real. Like, I'm like, who is that kid?
I guess I don't know who he was. I guess he played for the Cardinals.
Minnesota Den said Green Bay, Jets, KC is the first 4 Super Bowl winners.
I was getting.
There you go.
I want to say the Jets.
They were the
but
third team to win.
Pretty
it.
sure the Jets won after Green Bay.
Yeah,
before
because
Kansas
69,
City.
right? 1969.
Oh, guess who's leaving NFL Network? Peter Schrager.
Oh, word. That's my guy.
He's gonna go do his own thing.
He's joining ESPN.
Oh shit.
Oh, they're gonna give him a bag.
Well, you know what? See, he's still in New York, right? And the fucking morning show is in LA. He does that shit via satellite.
Yeah,
he don't be in LA with them in the studio.
But he is that damn show though. That's why I watch it.
Cause what's my
Peter
Kyle
Brenner?
Brandt? See, Kyle Brandt also is a
Brandt.
good dude too. I fuck with Kyle Brandt. He's he's
Kyle
also
Brandt's
part
the
of that. On my mama.
Well, momentum is building around the league towards the push being banned.
Boo. Stop it.
Hey, the moment the Eagles win the Super Bowl, they're like, okay, we can have enough of this. Hey, how many tush pushes have they done in the last 3-4 years, man? Because everybody started doing the tush push too. I mean,
but it's not always successful. The Eagles are like 99.9% successful at doing it.
Yeah, exactly, because it's done the right way, I guess.
They got the personnel
and they got quite
to
a
do
big
it.
line to do that.
Yeah, they got the personnel to do it,
Exactly.
bro.
That is kind of crazy.
Okay, the Patriots are expected to release veteran linebacker Juwan Bentley.
I mean, he's coming off the ACL.
I have a feeling.
It's sad for the kid. He had literally just got paid. But, you know,
All
it was
those
really
signings
it was
that
one
they
of those
just
a
did?
couple. Go ahead.
No, I just it was kind of like writing on the wall with all the recent signings that they've been doing.
Spillane. Who else? I mean, they even gave Tavia back last year too.
There's a couple other. I think one guy came in from Tennessee or somewhere.
Yep.
Milton from Philly.
Yeah, they brought Milton from Philly, and then they brought in Harold Landry from Tennessee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they brought in Spillane from Vegas. So like all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, they just patched up, 3 big holes there. And I think they got like the youngster Caden Ellis at linebacker as well.
Caden Ellis is over there?
No, is it Caleb? He's one of the Ellises.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Caleb Ellis. He was like a rookie last year, actually.
Well, many people in the league circles believe 49ers tight end George Kittle could command $20 million per year on his contract extension with San Fran.
Sure.
Probably be all up front. And it's an extension, so that'd also be like a rework. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make him? Does that make him the highest paid?
Should.
Yeah,
Probably so.
I think
he's probably the best
he
all
was
around.
already who was the highest paid right now? There was Evan Ingram last year got paid. Then Hawkinson. Who not Hawkinson? Who else got paid?
Highest paid tight ends right now.
You know what's good about Kittle? He's got great.
Oh, Travis
personality.
Kelce.
He's got a career after
It goes
football.
Kelce, Hawkinson,
Whatever he
and
wants
then
to
Kittle.
do.
There you go. It was Hawkinson that got paid. Okay, because I would say Hawkinson wasn't too long ago got his bag, kind of reset the market.
Yeah, Kelsey's
sure
getting
everything
$17.1 million a year.
Yeah, good. That's
Hawkinson's
what.
getting 16.5, and Kittle's getting 15.
Yeah, who's the
Kittle
next
wants
up?
to reset.
Mark Andrews is getting 14.
Mark Andrews is worth fucking half of that.
Dallas Goedert's getting 14.25.
That's why they trying to trade
He's
his
worth
ass.
like a quarter of that.
Yeah, hey, they trying to
Hey.
trade Goddard for sure. They want that off the books.
And they might cut him for real.
Top of the morning, King D.
What's up, King D? Yeah, they might fuck around and legit just let go of Goddard for real. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, the other kid, Callahan, or what was it? Caparian?
Calacatera.
Greg Cockatero.
Yeah, he kind of balled out in the absence couple games.
You ain't lying. He was doing it. Yeah, Greg Cockatero. Pause. Is that his name for real?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it is Calcaterra. There was a golfer named Calcavecchia when I was a kid.
Oh, Calcaterra. There you go.
Yeah.
Calcavecchia.
He had this weird putter grip, and I was like, man, this guy's nasty with the putter. So I started doing that. Can never get it down. So I ended up saying, fuck it, I'm putting like Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Isn't he on the back? Didn't he just tear his ACL again?
I seen that.
I
seen that.
What
What is that?
You see who he's dating now? Trump's former daughter-in-law?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's with Donald Jr.'s ex-wife.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
What is that? What is that league that they're playing in the indoor?
Oh
shit?
yeah, the indoor shit. That's tight.
Yeah, what is that?
The UFL?
Is it like a simulator or something, big bro?
Yeah, it's a simulator. Yeah, and they play on fake courses. So they got all these like. You remember ever playing the Tiger Woods PGA Tour video game? Yeah, and they had all those fantasy courses.
Mm-hmm.
So they have holes like that where they just got to do all these like crazy looking holes, and then when they get to the putting, they have this green that's got these actuators or airbags underneath it to kind of like give them different types of breaks and stuff. Mm-hmm. So they're not just putting on some like same surface over and over and over again. It's like an editable green. It's a legit facility, and if this gets popularized, I could see these little locations being built around the country where people will be able to go in there and play a fictional round of golf indoors, especially in the Midwest when there's winters and shit like that.
Facts.
Oh shit! I never
Didn't he
thought
have
of that,
was Charlie playing with him?
Charlie, I don't know. I think not. I think that team. He's from Jupiter, Florida. So Jupiter, Florida is one of like the hot spots for golfers.
For golf, yeah, it is. Yeah.
And so a lot of his friends. I don't know if it was JT, Justin Thomas, and then I think each team has 4 golfers. And the kid wasn't on it.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Is his son good too? I heard his son.
He's gonna make the tour. He's still only like 16 years old though. So.
Holy shit! You got it, son. Every time I hear Tiger, it's his voice is what's his name? Chappelle doing it. For shizzle.
Well, he's an Ivy League kid, so he is smart. He's gonna have he has a vocabulary. He's good with words.
Hey,
I've always been.
You know what they got at them Ivy League schools too? Hella Adderall.
Yeah, Stanford graduated from Stanford.
Who his son?
No, Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah, okay. I was about to say, damn, his son's already following the Pappers' footsteps.
Nah, he's not that old.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, okay, look at this. The homegirl's husband. He's a Chinese cat, but yeah, he's a Stanford alumni. He played on the thing, but it was like years later after Tiger, obviously. But you know what I mean? Yeah, Stanford get down, bro.
Yeah.
Get off shit.
Yeah, it makes sense. You know, you got to have big bucks to go to Stanford, or you're just really, really smart. So both of those kind of fall in line.
Yeah, like Andrew Luck.
A good golfer.
Didn't Andrew Luck get like a
Somebody's
full
been
ride?
playing golf
And he was like a fucking genius.
their whole life.
Yeah, like Andrew Luck, for real though. He got like a full ride to Stanford, I think. I don't know if it was a full ride. But either way.
Yeah.
And then he was actually a genius too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this fool was like a fucking architect or something.
I think Stanford's a law school, if I'm not mistaken.
Stanford?
Yeah.
They have everything.
Oh,
Medical.
Yeah, they have everything.
Yeah, they got everything under the sun.
Davis Mills.
Yeah, Davis Mills, what?
What's
Michael
his face?
Wilson? Oh shit. Even Doug Baldwin and what's his name? And Sherm.
Justin Reed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, look at Stanford got some Super Bowl champs. Okay. And then you got Harbaugh.
John Lynch.
John
Wow,
Lynch was Stanford. Okay,
Wow. Forgot about that one.
that's what's up.
Samsonite.
Oh, John Lynch. Samsonite.
Hey, he's climbing up the fantasy pundits boards. I'm glad to see his name just like start to rise.
Yeah, he's like consensus top 3, but you're definitely the
No,
first
no,
person.
Didn't
no.
Christian
He's
McCaffrey
top
go there
three,
too?
but he's quite he's in the top 5.
Didn't
Yeah,
McCaffrey?
I think he's
CMC
right
go to
around
Stanford?
5. Who?
CMC.
We're talking about the
CMC.
rookies.
CMC.
We're talking about the rookies right now.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Samson. Dylan.
Dylan Sampson.
Dylan
Yeah, you were the first person that ever brought up. I was like, who's that? You're like this guy from Tennessee, this kid from Tennessee or whatever.
Yeah,
He's out of Tennessee, right?
Tennessee
he
with
got-
Peyton Manning and Peyton.
I think he got second in touchdowns last season. He had like
Yeah, he was
20 plus.
He was being tied to like the Vikings early on, like by those fucking people doing mock drafts and shit. But then at the same time too, it's like now they kind of addressed it with retaining Aaron Jones and then trading for Mason. You don't just trade for a guy if you're not going to use him, and you paid him like even though it's moderate, you still paid him. So I mean, maybe they right, but it's like there's so many. Then like he could, or the Hampton kid too as well. Hampton
is number 2.
Yeah, he's the number 2. He could end up with Dallas because even though Dallas needs so many things to do, they would definitely do the stupid shit like that. You know what I mean? Dallas got so many needs to address up high, and they probably be like, you know what, give me that running back.
Crooked said, so long fried rice, hello fried chicken, love you, dad.
Nice. For real, huh? Going from one woo wop to the next.
Impressive.
I had fried chicken and fried rice this week.
Wifey
been wanting to make some fried rice for a minute now.
Yeah, it's already lunchtime over here, and I'm still swamped with work. Like every time I pick up the phone or the phone rings, it's something else for me to fucking do.
He's hoping it's food calling. He's like, hello?
Shit. It's like, everything's like, can you edit this video?
Imagine that if the actual restaurants called you, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
are you looking for something? Back in the
almost
day, that's how
lunchtime. You wanna order
that's
something?
how the weed man was.
That's
How
how
you
the
doing?
weed man used to be for real. Though.
Cold calling
Like,
customers.
hold on. Oh yeah, you know what? I could use a re-up. Hold on.
People would be doing that shit here at the office, like right before lunch. They're like, I got these chicken plates. I'm like, bro, I don't know who touched that shit.
Imagine for your lunch, they do the same thing. That should be funny. Man.
People are like, go get it,
Yeah,
go grab barbecue plates.
Can I get you a burger or something? You know, like, come on. I haven't seen you in like a week or two.
Them is facts. Because the motherfucking at the liquor store, that's how they be asking me, because I'm the only one that buy the Track 7. So if I don't come in a while, they be like, man, where you been at? Because the Track 7s ain't selling.
I went to the sushi joint last weekend, or last Friday, actually a week ago today. And she was like, man, long time no see. I was like, man, it's really only been like 3 weeks. I was like, act like I haven't seen you in like forever. But
you're a fat tab. They need you every other day. They're like, come on.
yeah, I
Turn it up.
I drop $100 easy at sushi.
Yeah, for sure though. Sushi hits.
Yeah, especially when it's done up
good.
right. I'm like, because that's like a sharing thing, you know, like so
Yeah.
you get what you want, I'll get what I want, we just fucking pile it in.
I got a question for you, big bro. Since you fuck with sushi, right? Can one person tally up a $500 bill?
Wow. It's some rare ass fucking fish.
It'd have to be some expensive sushi.
One person getting that fucking $500 bill, they'd have to get something super rare, like one of those deadly fishes that nobody wants to fuck with.
Hey, kid, how long have you garbage
though?
That blowfish or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Super
Oh,
poisonous.
There was, I know, right? Just like in The Simpsons.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because we just did a story. We just did a story on a serial dine and dasher, and he was going to this specific sushi spot. It was same restaurant in two different cities, and that motherfucker was running up between a $500 and $1,000 tab by itself.
God,
and dining and dashing.
I mean,
that's what I call some serious living.
There's no imitation crab. That's real crab. That's some fucking real lobster. That's some the blowfish. All the shit that's like kind of like rare and expensive. $1,000. Wow.
Oh, my mama.
That's an expensive shit.
They caught him on the 4th time, so
you know,
they had it set up.
Good
so
sushi, good sushi in Japan does be costing a lot of stuff. Cause like say like you get a 500-pound big ass like bluefin tuna, those sell for easy like 30 bands, 40 bands, and they'll buy them up. But that's like 500 pounds of fish, so. I don't know how you split that up, but do the math. It's gonna cost a lot of money to get a nice piece of fish. But yeah, I don't know how one person. That's a lot. He eats a lot. He either eats a whole lot, or he's getting the best of the best, where only the most skilled sushi chefs can serve him.
My mama, that shit was crazy, bro. They had the picture that the manager had the picture of bro in the restaurants, in both of the restaurants. So when he came in the 4th time, they had the busboy at the back of the restaurant for the back door, because bro, you will use the back. He used the excuse to go to the bathroom once they finally confronted him with the tip, because they knew he's a serial dine and dasher, right? So the motherfucker tried to hit the back. Boom, the busboy out there. They tussle. He run out through the front, get away, but the police end up catching his ass, and that was on the 4th time. So he did that. He got away with it 3 times, and on that 4th time, they finally caught his ass.
Oh, man.
That shit crazy, bro. Oh, my mama.
You got to know when to quit when you're ahead. Man,
yeah, the question is, do you know when to quit?
I got a story to tell. Not go back out there and do it, and then now you're telling that story to somebody in a cell. You're like, I could have been telling this story to my grandkids. Now I gotta tell it to my cell. He'd be like, yeah, Dan, I got some bomb ass sushi. What you in here for? Sushi.
Sushi. What the fuck? Bro. You can't be serious right now. Everything. Them is facts, bro. That shit crazy.
Crazy CMC fell to the 6-1. I mean, I know I would be pushing him.
Yeah, I mean, he's missed a lot of games in the last 5 years.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age. We know how running backs start to produce. Not everybody's Derrick Henry. And just especially when you compare Derrick Henry to CMC, you put them side by side, then you can go like, well, confidently, I think this guy's got, the ability to, withstand the 250 plus carries.
I just did the numbers. He's missed 38 games in the last 5 years.
Wow.
CMC's damn
so that's
good,
technically 2.5 seasons?
Yeah, he only played 7 in 21, 3 in 2020, and 4 last year. So, I mean, if you're going to get a guy for less than a month or about a month, 6th round is still pricey.
and for perspective, if we don't know, if anybody doesn't realize, these are dynasty. So yeah, I think in a redraft, that would be a little bit shocking. But
yeah,
dynasty.
Yeah, and a dynasty, I'll give you the guy who's 24 and 25 over CMC.
Yeah, I'm taking Bucky Irving and all those guys.
Yeah, these are the guys that went before CMC. Chase Brown, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, Saquon Barkley, Gibbs, and Bijan. And possibly 2 other running backs with the picks.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. That's a good list right there.
But if you get the 15 games out of
still
CMC,
out there. I probably would have picked Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's still out there. I might just take him on the way back. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorry, draft room. I'm not.
Somebody who's watching is probably going to be.
It's just
Candlestick or plug is going to pick him right now, but it's all good.
Well, not bad, y'all.
Shit, right?
There's still some other names that haven't been mentioned.
Yeah.
Categories there, but yeah.
But yeah,
CMC could, but at the 6th, like if he does play a complete season, he's back to form. He's not finishing outside the top 6 running backs. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. You getting him for the low right there, bro. 100%. You got to go protect your investment. Never mind.
Yeah, but I'm saying let's say he puts together a full season. Yeah, let's say he puts together a full season in age 28, year 28. 8 years of experience. It's not too bad, but he has been up there as far as usage and snaps and all that. Now, those things kind of matter a little bit in dynasties. So we may only have a 1 to 2 year like really top shelf window for him if he's able to play all the games.
Mm-hmm.
Damn good.
That's a big if in my book.
Yeah, with Debo gone now, those you don't have a lot of those gimmicky. We're gonna spell him, type games where you can give a guy a rest, on an occasional second and short or whatever it is, right? You can spell McCaffrey, and they're still going to use him in the pass game, and we'll see if there's a shift towards a timeshare. They're hoping he could be ready, and he'll be able to participate in all the OTAs or part of the OTAs is what I heard. Not even all of them, so it's still kind of iffy. And I've had those calf things, man. He had to go to both legs. It's something that just doesn't disappear on its own or whatever. You got to really rest that stuff up, not overwork, because it could be a chronic issue.
And CMC only knows one speed, and he's only good at that one speed too, by the way. It's like if he dumbs himself down to be like, well, I need to stick around for 15, 16 games, then you're not getting the same player, which defeats the purpose of the ceiling of a CMC. You're like, oh, then this guy is just a regular guy. If you get CMC out there where he's like, take all the running back room and tell him to sit in the corner and shut up and not even think about football, because I'm going to do everything 3 down back. I'm going to hog every fucking carry and be in for 20 passing plays and all this bullshit that, he can't be, I don't know, realistically expected to do anymore. I don't know if he wants to do that. I don't know how long he's going to play football, if that's the case. If he can't play it like he wants to play it.
Yeah, I was going to say, because on the other hand, guys like Derrick Henry, who's several years older than him, but like you
He's
said,
he's totally
built
okay
different.
with carrying the ball 15, 17 times.
Yeah, built different.
And then
He had 300 carries last year.
Yeah, they're not
There-
pushing him
there
up
are
in the passing
situations
game
where
either
he'll
as far as that
do-
usage goes. He's coming off the field. Justice Hill's coming in to spell him in the passing game, but he's getting that heavy run usage. So, you know, you're getting that goal line look too, you know.
Derrick Henry wanted to play with that team. And then he knew because when he's playing with Lamar, he's going to have that system where it's good for the running back. But realistically, before I don't know, what was he, 26, 25 years old? He was getting like 200 carries a year. Guy was not being used like he is in his later years.
Yeah, it took him a minute to get on the field. His early years.
He was on the field, but it wasn't like he was out there. And I feel like he was still productive, but it wasn't like 25, 30 carries.
His rookie year, he only had 110 carries. 2017, he had 176. 2018, he had 215. And then 2019 is 303. So from 2019 all the way through is probably when he started having the 300 carry seasons.
Yeah.
So for his first 2 years, you know what I mean, he didn't really have no tread on his tires.
But he had a whole
lot. Excuse me, my bad, bro.
Sitting on the lot.
His college career was definitely was that did he do 4 years in college?
Who was that?
Derrick Henry.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Didn't he win the Heisman?
Yeah.
Oh, in Alabama,
what? But you know what? In Alabama, they always got so many running backs that stars is only
year
1
after
year
year
stars because
they
got to wait so many years to, you know what I mean, finally get in.
Yeah, year after year. It was like
and that's funny because
so,
he was behind DeMarco Murray in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Forgot about that.
DeMarco Murray was pretty much tearing it up. And then he got moved off, and that's when Derrick Henry probably in 2019, DeMarco Murray went to Dallas.
Or Dallas, I don't remember.
That was probably when he finally got the 3-down back role. But no running back of recent memory has ever had a high school career like Derrick Henry. Not a single one.
I've seen some of those highlights. Crazy.
Reggie Bush?
No, not Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had like a game where he ran for like 500 yards.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he was a man amongst boys.
He's a beast.
The Reggie Bush, I read every week. We would read the paper. I'm from San Diego, so actually I went to school during the same time that Reggie Bush was in high school. So I would read the paper and then see Reggie Bush's stats and go like, man, that guy was fucking on fire. Like this guy just can't stop running the ball for like 200 yards, catching the ball and all that stuff. And Helix was a powerhouse school. They were winning all the games, going to state championships, coming up here playing Modern Day or whoever. But Derrick Henry, there was like one game where like I swear he had like 400, 500 yards on the ground. Shit. And then he was so fast and so big, nobody could handle the tackle. Like you couldn't go say, hey, 3 of you young men or boys really go out there and try and tackle this fucking grown ass man, because he was 6'3", 225, 230 pounds, running 4.4s. You know, it's just a guy. In high school.
Ridiculous. That's crazy, big.
Yeah.
On everything.
Yeah, he was. There's some tape on YouTube. You can watch him.
On my mouth.
Little in high school, they're like when you go to a high school, you drive by and you see the kids. You're like, man, that little. It's like I don't remember being a kid in high school, but like you are a kid, just don't realize it.
Yeah, that's true.
But you put a man out there on the football field, it's like game over. This is not working.
Coach, right here, Crooked Commish says probably more interested in the rookie running back the 49ers draft this year. You think they're going after a rookie RB?
Yeah, they definitely got to bring somebody else in there.
Yeah, they
And
got
then-
what 11 picks or something like that.
And
That
Philip
goes-
asked, "What's CMC worth in Dynasty?" I was like, "If you're trying to go get him, now's probably the time to do it and hope that he has a resurgent year or a healthy
Are
year."
you? Yeah,
But if you're trying to get rid of him, it's a hard time to probably sell.
probably.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
It's kind of limbo. You're kind of in
Realistically,
between.
Your heart goes, he's got to be at least worth the first round, but realistically, he's probably worth the second. If you can get a second, then
That's a win, I think.
Last year-
I'd be willing to give like a third and be like, "Can I please?"
if you're trying to get rid of CMC, this is what I did last year, and you're probably going to get less than what I did. I got a first and a second in the rookie draft, and these were like mid-round picks, so it was like a 1-7 and a 2-7, and those were just straight up for CMC. The guy that got CMC, he felt like he just won the biggest trade of the offseason, and I ended up getting Bo Nix and
Bo Nix is a good piece right there, right?
the receiver that went to college with him.
You're talking about
right away.
Troy Franklin.
Troy
Yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah, so I took Franklin in the second and Bo Nix in the first, and I feel like I killed that trade. I was like, I definitely won that at looking at it at the in the what is that in hindsight, yeah. In hindsight, I won that, but at the immediate time, they were like, I can't believe I just got CMC for a fucking mid-round first rookie and a second, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't want CMC. He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I don't expect him to carry me into the championship, but I do need quarterbacks, and Bo Nix was there, so that's what I was targeting.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly, big bro.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I don't think you can expect too much for him right now.
Yeah, you're not trading CMC straight up for Bo Nix.
Right. Not in no super flex for sure. Everything, you know what I mean? And then, if you is trying to buy low on him, that you're approaching him that he didn't play last year 100%, you know what I mean? And and that's how they trying to come by at you is like he didn't play. So, you're going to have to accept either taking low or being stuck with him on your roster.
Yeah.
But if he's stuck on your roster and you got the backup, you know what I mean, you'll be all right because he gonna play at the beginning of the season for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a role, and Garindo is looking pretty nice for the future. So if you did what you're supposed to do and have Garindo on your bench and then CMC, then shit, I would probably just solidify that 49ers run game because Shanahan, he's still a mastermind with that type of scheme. He's gonna use those guys, and they're interchangeable now that we know what we got out of Garindo, that he's interchangeable kind of with the play style that CFC has. So you're gonna have their guy.
I think we draft somebody still.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
there's too many
depth
people.
and someone good enough that they can compete with Garindo for the two. You know what I mean? Because Shanahan, I don't think Shanahan's gonna feel good just going with them with CMC, Garindo, and then fucking Juszczyk, but essentially.
He did let Jordan Mason walk away for.
I mean, we traded him. Here's the thing: if we put a tender on him, no one would have given him that tender. So we did him a solid by making sure the team that we sent him to was going to give him at least what he was going to get with us, and he got more. He got $7 million. He was only going to get the 5 from us. Oh yeah. Kidda, are you free tonight?
Tonight? No, I'm probably gonna be sleeping.
Like
Well,
around 6?
what I mean, like, what are we doing? What are you talking about?
date night.
The crooked commish. He's asking if we can get another person on. You know what I'm saying? You're a Jets guy, so he's looking just for different teams that he hasn't, like, so to speak, covered yet. You know what I mean? At least that's what I'm assuming. But he was like, yeah. He's like, any of your guys want to come on?
This isn't my day off anymore.
That's right. Okay.
Friday night. So I gotta go into work. I'll be Probably asleep until 9:30ish.
That is true. I forgot you changed your schedule.
Yeah.
No more Thursday.
Yeah, so
Friday.
I got Saturday nights and Sunday nights off now.
Nice.
A little bit too late. I don't get to have Sundays off during the football season, but next season I'll have Sundays off.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Weekends off.
Better late than never.
I know my girl's she's had Sunday, Mondays since she got permanent at this spot. So it's been cool because she gets to watch football / watch the kids while I can listen, football don't bother me. When it's football, you know what I mean? That's one of my things. I'm like, we've been gearing up all year for this shit. On Sunday, you just leave me be. You know what I mean? Yeah. Real shit. We gear. Hey, look, it's fucking war. Gotta stay focused on the war. My Chase Brown aspirations, boom, out the window. Then even CMC, I was like, man, if everyone continues to hate on CMC, yeah, I'll take him. I didn't even think he would get past a candlestick twice. The candlestick took the Chase Brown, which was very nice.
I thought about it, but I was like, I'll just take James Cook.
Yeah,
Very nice as well.
I think that was a good move, Peacock.
Yeah, hey, James Cook on a contract year, I think, big bro.
Yeah, that's good for me that he's going to have a big year and then hopefully get a second contract.
Yeah.
Well, he gonna get one for sure.
Get paid now.
He gonna get one for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's my other running back I took? Oh, Kyron. That's a Kyron Williams.
That's a solid pick right there.
Good pick, too.
Yeah, because normally what I do is I avoid the running backs, and then like I'll get an old running back, like two old running backs that are on the fringe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how you
I do that always in Dynasty, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna switch it up this year. I was like, I'll do veteran receivers or whatever. I was like, I get veteran receivers anyway. I was like, why don't I get some veteran running backs? I don't know what I do. I usually get a bunch of old guys. That's what I do in Dynasty. Give me all the old guys you don't want. They're still younger than I am.
My favorite builds are usually the ones where I get to sell off one of my picks early, like and move back. You know,
that's what I did. That's what I did.
Yeah, and those are my favorite ones because then I get to go. I'm gonna do something different here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got 2 extra picks later, so I was like, give me 2 young running backs, and then I'll supplement later on. You know, down the line with some straggly wide receiver 3s or something. I still got Terry McLaurin, so I mean that's not bad.
Yeah, hell yeah. Terry, was he your one?
Yeah, he's my one right now. He's my only one right now.
What is this, round 6? Oh,
round 6, yeah. I still have a pick coming up in round 6.
So Banks went. Oh, he went JJ there too. That's where I was.
He went JJ McCarthy.
He's a big JJ guy. Good value on him too, because JJ's been going like in the 6th, and I was like, there's no way. I mean, it's still good value. I was say there's no way he falls to me. I was thinking about doing it too. I'm like, if JJ falls, because I got 2 elder quarterbacks. Well, elder, but you know they're 30, and I got the golf Dak back. Hold on, here comes
go to draft board right there. Hey, Crooked said, yeah, I'm looking for a fan in each division and talk about it. Going to bring Lee back next week to talk about the AFC West.
Wow, Justin Fields went before Jordan Love.
So, yeah, I traded that pick to Song because I felt he was quarterback hungry, and he picked Justin Fields, so I was able to move back and pick up McLaurin in the next round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny because behind the scenes, there's like, the Song had it in his head where that Dennis is gonna somehow try to get Fields to stack him up, but we're all in a row right there. You know what I mean? It's like all of us and Magoobs, right?
Yeah, I already had 2 QBs. I had Lamar and Baker, so I was like, I can trade this pick, and my guys will probably still be there. And I had like McLaurin and Devonta Smith, I think.
Yeah, and then so here's Song. He has it worked up in his head that he's like, all right, Dennis is gonna get him. I gotta jump in front of Dennis somehow.
And he did it with me. He was trying to get the 3-9, but I was like,
Song. I was like, shit. If I would have knew he was up to that, I would have been like, yo, here, I got you, Song.
We had to trade in place for the 3-9, but I was like, I'm gonna take Kyron here, bro, and you can hit me up on the next pick if you want it. We ended up doing that.
He remembered too.
Oh yeah, he was like, this is basically like the offer you countered. I was like, it looks good, bro.
He wants
I'll
to
take
get
this. I'll do this one. And I was still able to get a white receiver, so I felt okay about it.
That's funny. He gets his Purdy as often as he can, and Brock Bowers recently has been a target of his. I like Bogey's team.
Yeah, Chase called. So Bogey was taking all the fucking receivers, and that's why, and like all the guys I was going after. So, or they all went in that little, middle of the pack.
When it went this way, like it went from to the back end of the first and all. I think from my pick at 7 all the way back to my pick again in the other round, it was all receivers.
Yeah. So I got fucked there. That's why I was like, well, I'm gonna go Kyron now.
Those 14 receivers.
Collins, McConkey, Puka, AJ, JS, like all those guys I was looking at left. So I was like, okay.
I know. I was like, fuck, I gotta take Nico here.
When you did that, you threw my plans in the trash, and that's when I started going the other way.
I almost went London right there just to switch.
I was gonna go Jackson, Collins, and then come back and maybe get somebody else who was still straggling back, maybe another QB is my plan. But I was probably gonna go Knicks, I think, on the way back after I went Collins, but I ended up going Baker.
Yeah, now that was a good pick because
you forced my hand into Baker. I was like, I'll take Baker. I'll take the risk.
Looks like Dennis gave a lot up to get Nabbers.
What did he give up?
I think it was a 2 and a 5 and a 7 swap.
Nah, I thought he got away nice there.
Yeah, a 2, a 5, and I think they swapped 7s.
A 7 swap, so he actually puts him higher in the 7 too. I was like, yeah, shout out. You did your thing.
And then where did the first?
I was like, damn it, Magoobs, it's a dumbass trade. I'm not saying that to him, but I'm like, my first reaction. But then I'm like, okay, lovely, because then if this is what the market is set at, I'm going to use this as an example. You know what I mean?
Well, look, Magoobs was able to get Ladd and DJ Moore, and he's still got some picks. But they swapped.
He got Ladd and Puka, right? Ladd, Puka, and Justin Herbert, DJ Moore. Yeah.
Yeah, he got Herbert. Dennis is doing.
Does he have another QB
stuff.
yet?
He don't got the QB. That's where I'm going. I don't know what the plan was.
Matt got the 101
because Dennis probably was going to get a quarterback in the second round, which would have been CJ Stroud.
Could have been, yeah.
Or
you know what though? He's crazy. Hey, I know Dennis. He would if he had his pick right there, it would have changed the
Bo Nix.
If he was going, he would still went receiver for sure.
I think he was thinking that Bo Nix would have fell to him in the
and I was about to say then Bo Nix would have been like.
But that quarterback run killed him right there because look, it's Bo Nix, Purdy, Kyler, and Justin Herbert. He's like, fuck, what do I do? And Garrett Wilson, that's a nice receiver, so he's like.
And that's why after those picks, I anticipated a QB run, and that's why Song was like, okay, Song's trying to move up and get his second QB here. So I was like, all right, I'll entertain this, see how good of a pick swap I can get in this.
Hey, Bogey, you played your cards right, bro. For you to get Dak in the middle of the 5th, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Goff and Dak
They did their thing.
You just waited for everybody to fall to you.
They were, but
like, I almost took Justin Herbert in the second round, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm taking Nico." I was like, "Fuck Justin Herbert."
That's a great stack of quarterbacks, and I'm not mad at the Goff Prescott.
Not with starting off with them 3 wide receivers. Fuck yeah.
I'm trying, and now like I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's kind of. Because here's the thing, all the receivers got sucked up, so now it's running back time right here. Like it seems like, so I'm like, okay, I guess I'll jump on board with one of them. Watch is gonna go 5 running back straight, then I'm back on. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, look how late the 102 went. The 102 went at 4:12, and the 101 went at 3:06.
The 103.
103.
Damn.
Who took the 103? No one yet, huh?
Limelight.
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 Ooh, the next is the 104 still.
I was thinking about the 102, and then Bernie Mac took it right before me. And then I was thinking about the 103 here, and then Goobs took it, so I was like, all right, never mind.
I know.
It's gonna keep happening to me. Just watch.
I know. I'm such a vagina, dude. I just want to pull the trigger on it. Right? I managed to get a 105 in the last one.
Limelight doesn't watch the show. He picked Kyler Murray in the third.
You know what's funny is Limelight. He was that's our guy from back in the days, bro. Like always, and it was crazy. Is I've never talked to. The only way I've engaged him is in the field of battle and through text messages. You know what I mean? But he's been rocking with us since 2020.
Nice.
And yeah, he was in the dynasty from the beginning too.
Facts.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been in tons of leagues with Limelight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's awesome. And it's kind of cool because he's still shrouded in mystery. You know?
Yeah, he is, and he likes to trade it up and shake things up too. So
Fuck yeah. That's
what's
what I was looking at the list. I'm like, who's one of the D-gens that I've been rocking with for how long? Like, who are we missing? I'm like, oh, Limelight. Because last year was the first year we stopped doing the Nasty League. You know what I mean? And then I couldn't get a hold of him too, so he wasn't in the SBI last year. Because that's another guy too. Every year he's in the SBI. You know what I mean? But he just didn't text me back, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm gonna replace you. I mean, we were like 3 days away from the draft.
Got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, but I mean, he's more than welcome to come back though. We always have like spots open. I'm even down to jump at the 14 this year, get it really popping. The SBI is the crazy one. If it's just offense only, but still, you know what I mean? Get that freaking anything to get more money in the pot makes it crazy.
For sure. Who the fuck sent this in? Who though? I'm still fostering little puppies, man. They fucking piss and shit all over the place.
You know, I know, bro. I'm going through that same shit right now, bro. Oh, everything.
Shit. I wish I had the space because I'd drive up there and take one of them fucking.
Oh, we had a pick.
Rods.
Got to stick George Pickens.
I'd drive up there.
George Pickens off the board.
Let me see what you got.
Impressive.
Oh, GP. Yeah, it's all little girls left too, man. They the cutest things, man. On everything. So when it's from me going to sleep and then waking up right when you wake up, bro, or if wifey wake up first, bro, they're hitting the cage hard. Boom, they damn near gonna be able to jump over it on everything, and the cage got to be about 4 feet tall on everything.
Mm-hmm.
They cold, bro.
I'm gonna need a receiver. There's still plenty of good receivers. A little old, maybe DK.
Damn,
Maybe Mike Evans.
4-3. Beat Brandon Ayuk. Okay, plug it.
Yeah, I'm thinking Plugga takes an RB here. I could still go another RB.
Olave.
You gotta take quarterback.
Steezy got Amon-Ra, BTJR, Bo Nix, a rookie pick, and X Worthy. Lee said they had the PI on his girlfriend. That shit is crazy. He knew. She's faulty.
You see what Worthy had? Worthy for the KC Chief has a garage, all like pictures of himself in them. Like, what the fuck is he got all these pictures of himself in his garage?
Oh wow!
I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, they say he spent about $500,000 on pictures of himself. That's all in his garage. I'm like, what the fuck?
He's enamored with himself, huh, bro?
God, I wouldn't. I saw the. I have to send it to you. It's crazy. He must love himself that much.
He got that.
I think some people don't know how to spend money. They
Why would you drop $500K on pictures of yourself inside a garage?
Money and you're like, man, that's not gonna even be like a drop in the fucking pan for me. Like I can do whatever I want. But instead of being wise with it and getting and like investing in it growing their wealth. They spend it
What do
on
you think of it? He doesn't see a contract to what, a couple more years, unless he's using his what do they say? They usually, most of the players spend off what their commercial money, endorsement money.
AJ Brown. A lot of players need to see how he lives his life and maybe learn a bit from, because that fool pulls up in a Honda.
Yeah, I read that. I was reading that.
Yeah.
Let's do the Conan O'Brien version.
And then I was reading about Daniel Hunter. He hasn't bought a car since he was using a car that he got from years ago.
Yeah. There's more to life after football, and
Exactly.
that's when all that stuff can really mean something. When you're responsible and you wanna have nice things, but right now, let's take care of your significant others. You know, give mama a house.
Yeah, it's the first thing you do.
Whatever.
Riding a horse.
That's what I would do. It's like buy a horse. Hell yeah, 100%.
Horses are investments.
It's legal too, yeah.
You
They
know
are.
who else-
Once they get old, you can sell it for glue or whatever the fuck.
Hey,
That's so funny that you say that, because my aunt, my great, he's the one that invented that glue. The little
Oh, really?
that glue that don't stick to your skin,
Yeah.
but it's super sticky on everything else. That
Oh, I'm on the
glue,
clock.
He invented that, and he sold the patent for, back in the day, $3,000.
Oh wow.
Here we go. Playmakers, full disclosure here. I need a wide receiver. I might go Mike Evans to get my stack, but he's old. I could go younger with DK, who's a few years younger. Jamison Williams, kind of a one-trick pony. Chris Godwin's kind of hurt. So it's DK or Mike Evans for me here. Yeah, if I'm going to go receiver. If I'm going to go running back and get my third running back to throw into the rotation, there's still Derrick Henry and Josh Jacobs available.
I like that Derrick Henry.
It's sexy, but he's old.
Yeah, he's old, but Josh Jacobs is a little younger.
He is a little bit younger.
Even though we seen Godwin get hurt last year, Godwin and who was it? Godwin and Chase, Jamar Chase on pace for the same amount of fantasy points scored. You know, until that boy got hurt, man. That boy Godwin might come back and be all right, bro.
Yeah, and Pickens was just taken, so I can totally justify a DK pick, but I don't know, man.
Who got
with
picked?
DK.
What I missed?
Matt Stafford got picked. We're just talking through my pick right here.
And
Damn it, Matt Stafford, I
that's my
went
next
third.
that's my next question. I was like, who's the other quarterbacks? Because
Yeah.
this would be the perfect time to fire off the.
Hey, somebody that took Matt Stafford just totally fucked whoever did it. Just waited, Rick. That's why.
Logan took his second one, and Matt Stafford was my third. He was in my queue. So he was the only QB I had in my queue at the moment. I was kind of looking at Geno, maybe Michael Penix, but I probably want to go receiver here to fill it in, but RB looks sexy as fuck. I'm not going to lie. How old is Josh Jacobs? 27.
Don't do it.
Josh Jacobs, motherfuckers.
It sounded like a bogey pick one. Bogey got sniped.
I'm taking Josh Jacobs over Derrick Henry because he's still a top 5 back, and he's just signed that second contract. It's not a 1-year deal, so he'll be there in Green Bay for a few seasons, and he was a total workhorse to go along with my James Cook and my Kyron Williams. I'm punting the wide receiver right now.
Dennis said, "Look in your inbox."
Oh, too late.
Too late.
He was trying to buy in. He was like, oh. Hey,
No, I already sold the pick earlier. I'm not trading out of the next 3 rounds. That's for sure.
Okay, so it's Bernie Mac, then Clock, then me. Okay.
Hey, Josh Jacobs
Did
had,
Bogey just get sniped?
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think he was. We were trying to draw attention away from Josh Jacobs by mentioning Derrick Henry so much. That's what I was doing earlier, at least, to kind of stall.
hey, he had 337 touches and he had a 1,600-yard season. Total
I
yards
think he
combined.
has a better year next year too.
He's like a mini. It was like a mini Derrick Henry.
You don't want him.
Yeah. I feel your bakes.
He averaged 17 points per game.
I feel you on those bakes. They might still be there later.
Hey, real talk though. When it came to Josh Jacobs, Bernie Mac, the Packers fan, and then the historically loving Josh Jacobs clock management. So he wasn't gonna make it to me regardless.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I did have. I was like, I could have swore I had something wrong.
Hey, he had 9.5 yards per reception last year, bro. On 30.
That's like a receiver, brother.
36 receptions on everything.
He did have the one that went for like 70 or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
So that definitely skewed up the fucking average. But yeah, he was, and that was his first receiving touchdown ever.
And I'm changing. Oh, that's right. Versus the Texans, if I'm not mistaken.
And his yards per route run was 2.67. That was second at the position.
Shit. Yeah, and I have 0 shares of Tyron, and I have 0 shares of Josh Jacobs, and I put them both together in this team. So I feel good about it because I didn't have them anywhere.
I think you might got him in another one.
Who?
You. I think you might got him in another one.
Josh Jacobs?
Yeah.
Really?
I think in the D-Gen, it's either the G. Yeah, it's the D-Gen for sure.
Maybe, man. You might know better than I do, to be honest.
Yeah, no, because it was the same thing.
Oh, you're right. I have Josh Jacobs.
Peacock again.
I do have Josh Jacobs. Look at my old ass receivers: Adams, Evans, Cup. Hell yeah, that's how I roll. Old wide receivers. Till they fall off. It's because everybody's on the young wide receivers. They're like, I always zig when everybody else is zagging. What's the hot thing to do in Dynasty? Pick up the young wide receiver. So what do I do?
You know what? Listen, fuck running back at this point. I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Fuck it. I might even take a QB right here.
Do your thing.
I also know Bernie Mac. He's a third QB having motherfucker, so he could be looking at QB here too.
All right, Deion Sanders just got a huge extension from Colorado.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
$54 million extension.
He's playing with his other son.
30 million?
54.
54. Good for him.
Or
He's
coaching
looking, man.
another
It's
son.
gonna cost you about 54 big wins.
5 year, $54 million contract.
That's pretty cool. I like when you hear shit like that.
Makes him one of the highest paid coaches in the NCAA.
Wow.
School's got a lot of money. Because, they got all these alumni that just donate shit.
They do. Ole Miss. Ole Miss. It's funny because we had like a visiting pastor come down or whatever the fuck, and he was like, yeah, sending my kid to college or whatever, and he's like from Austin, like so UT area or whatever, and he's like you got to forgive your kid. He was telling like a whole thing about forgiveness, and he's like when my son called me and said he was going to Ole Miss, and the whole fucking church booed.
Oh shit. Yeah, because that's right, it's a rival.
That was funny as hell, and like, well, he set it up so that could happen. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny.
Isn't that crazy? It's bad tribal. It's that tribal nature that's still in us. Like it's in different forms now. Like rooting for your team or being an alumni for life. Like, listen, that's my alma mater. And look, they're the ops for life. They're like, oh,
it's beef on site. That's just like the fraternities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They ops for life, like you said.
Mm-hmm. For life.
For life. Where's that at? For life. So I've been watching a bunch of I follow these channels on YouTube, and they'll just play old school, like whole entire like WCW Nitro from like 1994, like one like random like, after another, like weekly. So like I just log in and they're showing it live, like wherever. I just pick up, Lex Luger's first, appearance on Nitro or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Hogan
that wearing the jeans. or the black. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been watching those, and then like another one that every week they release like another Royal Rumble. So I've already caught up from like the first Royal Rumble all the way to I'm in the early 2000s right now. So
it's funny because like when you in the early 90s, you know, saying those there was one guy, he did all the paintings, the Royal Rumble paintings. I think he might have done it from all the beginning. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Where it has all the fools and they're in the ring, and because back in the days I used to rent them, and they all had the dope covers, but this one dude was like, yeah, it's the same guy, does all the covers, he paints them. I was like, oh, sick.
That's bad.
Right? He might have passed away. I think that's probably why they did get to the Attitude Era and like changed all up though. They were like, oh, this shit's too Attitude
Era. That was the best era, like the golden age of wrestling, ending
early 90s, early
with
2000s.
The Attitude Era merging, like kind of crossing over. That was like the sweet spot, the G spot of wrestling.
Yeah. Well, because I'll agree, because the last era of Bret Hart in WWE or WWF, whatever at the time, like him and Stone Cold had some crazy matches, like where it's just like, you know, because people don't remember Stone Cold was a technical wrestler. Like these motherfuckers had real technical matches and shit, like where the wrestling was really good looking. You know what I mean?
It was sexy looking.
Yeah, then you have like,
speaking of sexy looking,
the hardcore. Like the hardcore. Yeah,
the wrestling legend, John Michaels right here. The newest design on neonpeacockmerch.com right here. The Heartbreak Kid. You can get it in various. You can get I think the header looks, make it look old school, kind of vintage. So you can do that on a classic t-shirt. Comes out really nice looking. But you know, if you want something solid looking, right, with the print really shining, then you can choose a different color. But there you go. Got him doing his with his Intercontinental Championship, and then his main title as well, resting on the ropes, and then of course doing his signature sprawl there in front of the pyrotechnics.
My favorite wrestler growing up was Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Oh, Beefcake Brutus, yeah. Okay, I remember him.
I think I used to have that toy when I had my WWF little ring.
That
you
shit
had the little ring with all the wrestlers.
Yeah, because he had the little clippers with him.
Yep. That and
all the toys came with the props. All the toys came with the props that the wrestlers used to have when they come in the ring. Everything.
Yeah, like
that and Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake Roberts. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a Wrestling Legends series. So I'll do some, you know, montage stuff like this that makes it old school. But I've really been hitting the bootleg version, the looking stuff. Here's my cousin's dog. He's like, "Can you get one on my dog?" So I did this one last night. This is Remy Girl.
That's federal.
I might have to get my dogs, but
I do one for mine too, bro. My mama.
This is my dog right here. The number one gunner.
Federal.
Badass.
I may have to get Lexi on the front and the back. Put the big old pause sign.
Oh, everything. The paws, the animal paws.
That can be done. That can be done.
Hey, that's the Jim Wealth inside joke.
Lee, don't share that joke with anyone, Lee.
It's an inside joke. We have to keep it with an inside joke only for us, bro.
It's kind of hard when
people
start on the
It's funny, but we don't want you. Lee, I think you need to realize it's not that. You know, it's kind of weird.
Bakes-A-Lot said his three favorites was Goldberg, Kane with the mask and long hair, and Mankind.
Oh yeah.
You know, I used to like Coco Beware
and without, but they totally once they removed the mask, they're like, yeah, screw it.
Who remembers Doink the Clown?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who remember Doink the Clown?
You know have you ever read the story? Went down the rabbit hole of him, the real life him? He was a crazy drug addict.
Yeah, he was a crazy motherfucker.
And
that's one of those stories on the dark side of the ring.
Yeah, that's exactly where I saw it. And he had gouged somebody's eye out.
That's who was my favorite manager. Was either Jimmy Hart or Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I'm gonna go with Bobby the Brain because every time he managed somebody, they won a world championship. Jimmy Hart was like a squeaky, pipsqueak, loudmouth.
Yeah.
I mean, why I like Jimmy is solely because he like made all the songs back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He was the guy that composed all the joints. Like,
so he did the
like it's totally
upstairs.
him. I am a real American. You know what I mean? That's totally him playing the guitar, everything. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, I think it's, maybe someone might need to fact check me because if I've had this wrong all these years, that's funny.
This one's called Chun-Li Calls His Shot.
Bolo.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
Bolo.
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 And I have, of
That
course,
Bloodsport.
I got the Bloodsport joint right here.
FedEx is here.
let's go.
Sick. Okay.
Look at those faces.
Hey, he was on that Chow Mizzle.
It's definitely on something.
No, he really was though. Like, I mean, he was very open about his addiction. And like, I think he did a documentary. It was called VDDC or something like that. But it was like, yo, John Claude. It was JCVD. That's right.
Yeah, JCVD.
And it's like, whoa, I know that's your initials, but damn, it just doesn't sound right. Yeah.
John Claude venereal disease.
Well, yeah, and I've never sat through, but I've seen like clips of it and shit. And he does talk about like how he was on one.
Oh, I like that one,
for
bro.
sure.
That blue is federal.
Oh, the Bruce Lee.
Yes, I like that blue, bro. Oh,
That's pretty cool.
Can you make
Man,
that
you gotta
one
stick
to where
my
it covers?
picture on there. I'm already Lee anyways.
Hey, can you
Is
put it
that
on a
one
white
gonna
tee,
cover
big
a lot
bro?
of it?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
Because I know that motherfucker go clean with the Legend Blues, bro.
That's gray.
Even
That's
the
white.
gray.
but you
Oh,
can't
yeah,
really
that
see
white
the-
is federal.
That's white's white. You know.
That white federal, bro. Oh, my mother.
You can kind of see the t-shirt. My brightness is up. Or whatever.
They go crazy, too.
Um,
Bro.
Oh, that's a little too blue.
Ooh.
Blue.
that thing come. Oh yeah, it's the reason I like the t-shirts too though, because they do cover the designs. You can get
Pink,
to where it
pink.
covers.
You know, I wear pink, too. Oh, my mama, I wear pink. I ain't gonna lie. That's federal.
I did a Chuck Bronson one. Charles Bronson.
I gotta check out these new ones then.
I'm fucked with a bow.
He was the master. And then, of course, the Chuck Norris.
Come on now.
Let's see.
What's the name of them shoes that he got on the right
Man,
side?
those are like ponies or some shit, bro.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah.
How old school
The
is
baseball.
that? Look at that.
He's got ponies on or some shit. That's funny. But yeah, these are coming out great. These little montage ones. I was gonna do. I was working on one for Demolition Man of Simon Phoenix. That one's next. And here's Van Damme doing his little kickboxer dance.
And
Got it going on.
Roof, bruh. Every day.
Oh, they got the Papa Giorgio.
Oh, that's good for me.
I was saying that looks like that Giada Dudley
Vegas
chick. What's his
Vacation.
faces? Will Levis's chick.
He got some bad ones with him.
He's the sausage king.
Oh wow.
That's his moniker. That's why.
What
he's
movie is
famous.
this from?
This is from
That's
Vegas Vacation.
From who?
The Vegas Vacation.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that movie.
National Lampoon with Chevy Chase. Yeah, it's a
That's,
classic. You gotta watch it. It's funny.
What's his name? What's his real name? They have
Chevy Chase.
The girl and the boy. What are their names? But they always flip flop in age.
Rusty, and
That's Rust.
yeah, that's Rusty Griswold.
That's Rusty Griswold.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these shirts look clean on different colors. Go check them out. You do the drop down menu. You can see them like this on the styles, or like if you want to see jackets or mugs, you can just go to whatever it is you want to look at, right? Shit. Extras. Look at the hats. Trucker hats. There you go. You can get the shit on hats. I gotta make some of these bigger.
Look at
I
the
got
ball.
pause and see how that one's big.
Yeah,
I
that
gotta go
ball
back
hat
and
is clean.
yeah, I gotta go back and redo some of the images so they come out bigger like that. Playmakers, the grit don't quit.
Come on now.
I got to change the font on this so that the do it is in white instead of the other way around. But we got stuff up there, guys. GWN trucker hats.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hats right now.
You got the full cast of characters in there.
I think so. If not, I can just. I only have a couple actually. I gotta put those up. I'm gonna do one with just the full cast of characters in a lineup.
You know what? When we go to Vegas, we all gotta autograph it. Autograph one shirt on everything.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, put it up
on everything.
Oh hell yeah, that would be cool.
I've been working on my autograph for the last 25 years.
Me too. And mine ain't never changed. I be trying to perfect it, but it don't change.
It changed. I think once I got into the military, because I had to sign my life away so many times, like especially doing aircraft maintenance, you got to do a job and then sign for it. So like every little step, you got to sign for it. And then eventually I was like, man, I can't be doing all that stuff anymore. I got to make it look. And then I started comparing it to like athletes. I was like, now I understand. It's like I was there one time, but it was a different scenario. It's like it still looks clean, but I got rid of all the lettering. It's just like it makes sense when you look at it. I do a C, V, T, G, and then like T and G is all in like one little.
That's how
motion.
my shit is.
And then like an N. And then because my last name's Covington, so I'm like I got to do the C, V, T, G, N instead of the O and the I and all that other bullshit in between. I just make it like a line.
Dude, oh yeah, the squiggle.
That's how my shit is. So all you see is the J, and then the K and the H. I kind of combine that, and then you'll see the K at the end. So all my first and last name is all combined, but all you really see is three letters in the fucking signature. Everything.
Yeah,
hey, but you got to sign a release to do a job when you was in the military.
Oh yeah, if you're working on an airplane and you're signing away that that job was completed or it's ready to go.
Oh, okay.
You're doing initials and then you're doing a signature somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So you got an initial because on aircraft forms they got 3 symbols and then they'll have a red X, which means the plane can't fly until somebody goes over there and does this task. And then they got like a dash and then a slash. Mm-hmm. And then like those are like flyable conditions, but like they're still conditioned. So when you initial in there and then you write in what you did in accordance with the technical manual, there's a tech ordinance. So like you have to go and say, okay, I did this job. Here's the book that I used to reference this job and what I used to like complete the job. And then I'm verifying that like this is the guy who did it. And then another guy's got to go over there and then kind of like make sure that it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the guy that performed the work. And then I'm signing off on the work that like I went and I either saw it or watched him do it.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, military is way different. Civilian, I talked to a civilian airline mechanic, and it threw me off. I was like, that's crazy. You guys don't do anything military-like, because military is like very in-depth. We take care of everything, and we make sure everything gets done, and then civilian, like, oh, shit, that's wild. They ain't gonna do... Like, when's the next time somebody's going to look at the plane? Or like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You already got the stories with Boeing.
If he thinks that it looks good, then he's going to fly. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, shit, because what was cool about being an aircraft mechanic in the military is when that airplane is on the ground, we get to, we supersede any decision that officer... Because, officers are the pilots. Mm-hmm. If the pilot wants to go somewhere and we tell him no, he can't say shit.
Oh, wow.
So, like...
All right, just came out 2 minutes ago. Michael Parsons is asking for $200 million from Dallas on his contract extension.
Still awful. This guy, he doesn't want anything.
Woo!
200 million? Break that down by 40. Yeah. What does he want, like 5-year extension or something?
He wants 5-year extension, looks like it, yeah.
I feel like they'll give him that money.
Might as well do it now if they're going to make him a centerpiece of the defense, right?
Hey, that's why Bowen is getting a lot of flack too, though, bro. They said them planes is bullshit right now, bro. Bowen ain't did shit to them planes to the the planes that we be riding.
Oh, the new ones, yeah. When they're building them, it's almost like they're not having a good QC team go in there and checking every little component, and verifying stuff. But once it's an aircraft that's been flying for years and years and years, like in the military, they got a set of technical procedures that say, okay, when this light shows up, or you need this part changed, there's a book that will tell you like how to go through the program to verify that issue has been resolved, and so they have a troubleshooting tree. They got a whole fucking thing. That's when you go in your forms. You go in accordance with page, whatever chapter. It's almost like Bible study. So like when you go in there and you go, oh, okay, I write down what I just read, and then that's how I perform the work, and then the guy
is that a Mayan?
It's like they're called pro soups. So like the supervisor on the flight line, they'll come in if it's on like a duty station, not en route. So like say like an airplane goes to fucking Afghanistan, and it lands there, and they gotta drop off cargo equipment and then get back home. They usually don't red X a plane unless it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this plane is downed. But if they can, they'll put a dash or a slash, and then that plane can fly. And then the next duty station stateside that it lands, then that's when they go, okay, this condition is now red X. We got to go over here and have somebody look at it and actually fix the issue. There's plenty of conditions that are dependent on location.
I seen the motherfucking military graveyard for the planes. It's in fucking
I
want in Arizona. Yeah, on my mama, I seen that on YouTube, bro. They got fat shit out there though, bro.
Yeah, I actually probably worked on some of those planes out there.
Get the fuck out of here.
I've been out since 2009, so.
Damn, that's federal, bro.
Yeah.
It's this another YouTube channel that I fuck with. His name is Heavy D Sparks. He's out of Salt Lake City, I think, right?
Utah,
somewhere in Utah. And so he do rescues and shit, but he got big Class A license. He got the pilot license. So one of the last episodes, he's up at the top of the state of Nevada. And it's this collector of old military vehicles and aircrafts. So, dude, he been buying all types of vehicles from me and bought some aircrafts from me, man. This shit federal as fuck, bro. All types of old school military helicopters and planes and shit.
Yeah. They sell it for scrap. So, like whatever the scrap cost would be, that's how. Like I know if you go to Bremerton. It's a naval base in Washington. They got a shipyard. That's the version of the airfield that you're talking about for the airplane.
Get the fuck out of here.
They got one for big ass Navy ships. And you can buy a fucking Navy ship for like a penny. They'll let you buy that shit, but the problem is the cost that it takes to tear it apart is like astronomical. So even when you tear it apart, you're gonna have to pay the person that tears it apart, and then all that recycling that you get out of it, it's not gonna equal the amount of energy it takes to tear this thing apart. So they just have these. It's like the mothball. That's what that's the airfield that you're talking about. It's the mothball pit for like ships in Bremerton, Washington.
So fucking so I just watched a video about the cruise liners and the fucking the ships that do all the cargo transportation, right? So it's a place in India or Sri Lanka or something like this, right? Where it's a motherfucker that be buying those to recycle them, right? So the fucking the wages there is like pennies, And them
Oh,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
And bruh, he said he pays like 100,000 for ships, right? But he'll make maybe a couple million off the recycle because he's, in Sri Lanka or somewhere in India, busting them whole big ass ships down. And like you said, it take hella long, hella like piles of all types of shit. I just watched something about that shit, bro. On everything.
Damn.
Yeah,
So wait,
India.
hold on.
India is a
Rewind this
whole
back.
different.
I can get a ship for a penny.
An aircraft carrier. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like if there's like an aircraft carrier sitting out there in Bremerton, and it because
but then I gotta pay until I
after a
figure it
certain
out. I'm
point,
paying the rent
I think
now.
it was after the Enterprise class, they all became nuclear. So the only way you're ever going to be able to take things off of that ship is to cut a hole from the flight deck down into the to the reactor, pull the reactor out. When you do that type of work, there's like kind of like a fallout effect. So like some of it gets radiated and contaminated and you can't recycle it anymore. And then all of a sudden you only got like half a ship to recycle. So taking all that stuff out, it basically it takes a lot of money to do it the right way. So you're not going to get any profit. So then things are just fucking floating around out there. But yeah, the motherfucking Midway Museum. It was commissioned in 1945.
The Mob Museum?
It's an aircraft carrier museum in San Diego. So in 1992, it was 1992, they retired the ship. So it sat in Bremerton for like 10 years before it got like a new home. So they tugged it from Washington to San Diego. They parked the bed. They put it up on a pier.
They tugged it.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I ain't gonna play a lot of it, my G's, but look, so this is where it's at in India.
Yeah, you can tear them, but you can tear them bitches up because there ain't no fucking nuclear reactor in them.
Oh my mama. And bruh say he pay like 100,000 each for these ships, but he be making like $1 million off these motherfuckers by busting them down, bro.
Damn.
Just watch this shit.
That one right there looks like a carnival.
Oh my mama with that big red thing back there.
Yeah.
Oh my mama, that fan. Facts.
Dang.
Yeah, he be
And
busting
they just busting it down for scraps for real.
That's exactly what he doing.
Fuck yeah.
Cause then them parts will go too.
You see the picture?
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's a container ship.
Oh my mama. And look at the conditions the people that are working in. Look at this.
Holy
and
shit!
You weren't lying when they literally get paid like pennies a day.
Cents, bro. Oh my mama. Facts.
Yeah, I mean it's in like Sri Lanka or whatever the fuck.
It's
right?
somewhere out there, bro.
Country,
Oh my mama. Look at OG right here. Look at his boots. His boots is 100 years old. Oh my mama.
That's crazy.
Look, he's a welder. He cutting shit down. Look, welding.
Dang. Imagine
Look how big that motherfucker is, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, homie said $100 for that? Hell yeah, give me that. I'm gonna pay this whole town $5,000 and they're gonna tear this shit up into pieces.
He's about to make like $1 million.
He said he make like $1 million off that shit, bro. That shit crazy.
Damn.
Like as long as I can get my curry and I'm straight.
He living out there like a king too.
I already got the chicken.
Crazy,
Hey,
bro.
I just
need
the extra money to get the seasonings.
That's it. Fucking hey, bro. Oh my mama. Hey, we got Johnny in the building. We got Philip in the building. What's going on, my
What's
G's?
up, Johnny? What's up, Philip?
Come on now.
Shout out to Johnny Mittens.
Come on now. Got Colorado legends in the building, man. Him and Chase.
We'll go.
West Coast, baby.
We ain't playing. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. The weather just came out of nowhere. I feel bad for my little man. It's like the sun was literally out. Then it was like the clouds were coming in. I walk him out so he can go to hop in his grandpa's car. And it's just raining. So I was like,
it's raining out there?
Yeah, see, but then now look, the sun's coming out again. It's like it's crazy.
Oh, the rain must be on its way out this way because it ain't
But that
raining.
rain
Well, I
was
ain't been
going
outside
hard.
in a minute. I ain't been outside.
It's still sprinkling right now, but on the other side, the sun's coming out lightweight.
Hey, I got a question for y'all. If Diggs starts the season, begins the season, can we get is it possible for Drake May to be finish as a QB1, maybe a back end QB1 this year?
I mean,
Maybe back in QB1 if we see him like roll through like the way they played against the Texans when they made that switch on the first
he
game,
was
no tape
running
on him.
around everywhere too. So
Yeah, he needs to run with the legs for the fantasy points to come. So if he can keep that incorporated in his game, he may have a shot at being one of those fringe guys, maybe a 12 to 14 finish. I think he was
He absolutely has the same path that Bo Nix has.
Bo Nix, correct.
Whatever Bo Nix finished in your fantasy league, Drake May is capable of that.
With a full season.
With a full season for sure.
Yeah, because remember, they were fooling around with a Jacoby.
And they have a legit receiver now in Stephon Diggs who like knows how to get open.
Yeah, or at least he's legit enough that like number one coverage gets taken away at least.
Exactly. You know? And you have a decent enough guy in Douglas or whoever the other scraps are out there.
And the two sophomores, one of them could pan out to be fantasy viable. I know Polk had historically one of the worst rookie seasons. Javon Baker, he didn't get the opportunity, but both of those guys were brought on with, I guess, the idea that they're gonna be utilized and for the future. Maybe not right away because they weren't ready, obviously. But those two guys alone, they're going to be competing next season, next off season, and then we'll have to wait and see if they perform well enough to be that WR2 over there. Yeah, but right now Diggs is the guy, and then they're not done. They can do some things here in the draft if they want to move down, get some veterans, move back a pick or whatever. I don't know.
They said it would be the same.
And Mike Vrabel's the coach there. You know, somebody I really trust as far as doing. Yeah, there it is. It could be the same result Mike Vrabel had with Will Levis. Yeah, but
I don't think Will Levis and Drake May are. They're not like
Drake May was a first round guy.
Drake May is an actual guy. Yeah. I like his profile, his prospects much better than Will Levis is. Way better.
But you know what's amazing about Will Levis? It's like if Mayonnaise could throw a ball.
I just never was impressed by anything I ever saw out of Will Levis before.
But see now look at it this way. It's Mayonnaise doing all this.
I mean, he went 6-11 and 7-10 with a shitty quarterback play.
He's like Clayface for Batman, only made of mayo.
That's wild. Mayo face.
Mayo face. There it is. Pause.
May face.
Yeah, I think the McDaniels offense is also going to tie into tailor into fucking Drake May's skill set as well, bro.
Yeah, Drake May is he's Justin Herbert 2.0.
Mayface.
The guy can take off when it's given to him, and then he's built. He's built like a prototypical. He's a prototypical fucking quarterback.
What is he, 6'5"?
No, I don't know that tall, but I think he's like 6'3", 6'4", and he's still young, so he's not built like a 230 plus, like 220, but he's gonna grow and when I just know that he has the rushing upside that we like out of Bo Nix, and then probably a much better passer than Bo Nix. And if he's got the weapons to throw to over a full season, That's basically what we can expect out of him as a floor. It's like a Bo Nix, Justin Herbert type. Not a Josh Allen. I've heard some comparisons to Josh Allen, but I don't see Drake May as a Josh Allen. I see him more as a Justin Herbert pocket passer.
It's because he's white.
But we'll run when it's given to him. He's not gonna give you that greasy 2-yard touchdown and rushing and all that stuff. I don't
Unless he drops back to pass on third down and then scrambles in for luck or something. But yeah, not designed.
Is this too much of a reach? Tell me if this is too much of a reach, especially with McDaniel there. They take Tyler Warren at 4.
Tyler Warren?
I want to say it's a reach because there's a couple other tight ends that they could probably invest in with their second round, and then build. I think that if they really think that the Giants are gonna take homie from Colorado, I think they make a move. And say, okay, we'll give you some futures, and then you get to move back one. But we want Travis Hunter. I think the Patriots made that decision a long time ago that's their target, and they're probably gonna stick to it and do what they can to get Travis Hunter.
Okay, I got another question, and I'm glad you said that, right? If New England favors Travis Hunter as their number 1 player on the board, right? And please forgive me if I'm forgetting, besides Tom Brady, the only other elite player that they ever had on offense is Randy Moss?
Rob Gronkowski.
Gronkowski, exactly. Okay, so them two.
You could put the 2 white boys, Wes Welker and then
Edelman.
Yeah, I mean they they did what they were supposed to do, and they, you know what I mean. But for what Travis Hunter his potential is, like what? So yeah, I mean, if I'm New England, I'm definitely targeting Travis Hunter 100%. But I also been seeing them getting the boy from Penn State mocked to him as well. You know, especially with Vrabel bringing over there. You know what I mean? And then with them bringing in the corner and already drafting that corner. But
do you see New England trading for AJ Brown at all?
What would they have to give up to get AJ Brown?
Yeah, that'd be the reunion with Vrabel.
That would be nice. Yeah, I like it. But I don't know what it's gonna take.
What's the cost is going to be?
Yeah.
They'd have to
because I don't think Philadelphia is trying to move off of AJ Brown. I mean, it's going to take a king's ransom to move off of him.
Yeah, I think
if you look at it, Philadelphia is going to have several players.
They're not trying not to repeat, you know.
Right, I think they're trying to run it back, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like not getting rid of AJ Brown doesn't make your team any better.
When is it the year they got to pay all those players? What is it? 2 more years?
Well, they just re-signed. Oh, what you talking about, the defensive players?
Yeah. They got
and they were all first round picks, but only 2. I mean, like Nakobe Dean was what, a couple of years ago, and then Jalen Carter was last year, so he still got 3 more years before you even got to.
I forget what a Super Bowl is, but that's a lot of money. So whatever they just got out of the Super Bowl, if they want to run it back, they can with the merchandise sales and having all these season tickets sold and all this bullshit, right? They're going to be able to say, okay, we're going to give you this signing bonus, or we're going to pay you all of this money on your next extension and have it guaranteed. And then your remaining years on your contract are going to be, favorable for teams, for the team to sign somebody else or pay somebody else that's already rostered. There's ways around the cap. Like that's really not even that difficult for these billionaires to figure out to pay their players, even if they got cap. It's doable, especially when you win a Super Bowl.
I mean, you see fucking what's the Philly GM name? What's his name?
Oh, Howie
Roseman?
You see Roseman be on top of shit. He just gave Saquon a whole bunch of money just because Saquon deal is done with after this year, and then Saquon go crazy. He gonna want more 100%. So he just blessed Saquon. We just seen Devontae and AJ get re-extended last year. You know what I mean? He be taking care of his peoples 100%.
You can see why he gets executive of the year.
100%, bro. Facts.
Give Nick Casario some love, man. We just took care of Stingley. We just extended Hunter. We're
Talk about it.
restructuring contracts. But he doesn't get no love, no
Talk
credit
about
on
it,
those
big bro.
lists. He wasn't even in the top 5 considered for the executive of the year the last couple of years. He completely turned the Texans around, and nobody even really talks about it.
Well, you think it's a good old boys network, almost like the certain names will get thrown in there?
I don't know how that
For
works.
the GM shit, for the GM award, executive award.
Yeah, because it's you always see the same names being thrown in there. No one different.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Well,
It's probably the press.
And you got a certain amount of teams that's really competing every year. You know what I mean? And then even though some of the the worst to first teams that end up winning their division that don't go too far in the playoffs, even though it is a regular season, it should be
award.
A regular season award, in my opinion. I really don't know what.
Yeah, same thing for the coach of the year and all that stuff too. I feel like those get based on how they do in the playoffs a lot of the times.
Come on now.
Or sometimes
also
they'll
the
end the voting.
executive of the year, like how y'all, like the year y'all took CJ and Will Anderson, y'all wasn't even expected to go to the playoffs that year. You had the second pick of the draft, traded for the third round of the pick of the draft. I mean, the third pick of the draft, and made the fucking playoffs. That here should be for the executive of the award, coach.
Yeah, he wasn't.
I know D'Amico was in the running for it that year though.
Yeah, for coach, for head coach of the year.
Yeah.
But he lost to.
They ended up giving it to, I think, Stefanski.
And then
with Flacco.
They gave it to Stefanski after the Browns beat the Texans in the second to the last game of the year, some shit like that, or the last game of the year. And then the Texans played them the next week in the playoffs. They gave the shit out of them by like 40 points, and Stefanski got the coach of the year award.
Oh my mama, that's that game that Damian Pierce, he was breaking off big runs, but he was getting caught.
Yeah. He can still do that. That's pretty cool. I like that about him.
Yeah,
he's like a grindy in between the numbers. Can't tackle me, but he also has like breakaway speed. He's a good running back. He's a good backup running back.
Yeah, I mean,
once you got the scheme, because that other shit with all those other coaches coming in and just doing whatever the fuck with him, that they try to make him the lead back that year. There's no plan. You know what I mean?
Hey, what's the word on Brevin Jordan, big bro?
He should be back. They gave him, he tore his ACL, and then they paid him to bring him back and extend him. So the Texans brass really likes him, and they consider him an asset, especially because the second game of the season, he tears his ACL in the first quarter, finishes the whole game, doesn't even know that his ACL is torn until after the game when he gets it checked out.
Cold dude. I remember, what was it, the Browns game or was it the Ravens game in the playoffs where he hit the 70-yard TD?
Yeah, 70-yard touchdown reception. He was kind of coming on. He's that wide receiver, the joker that Bogart was kind of talking about earlier. But we don't have any playmakers at the tight end position quite like him. He comes from the U. You know what I'm saying?
You already know. I know, big bro.
Yeah, So I love Brevin Jordan. I have his rookie card. He's a great player. I think he's a good talent. The injury last year, unfortunate, because I think with the dip in Dalton Schultz production, we could have really used him because they used Kate Stover a hell of a lot in his rookie year. And that's the cat that came out of Ohio State with C.J. Stroud was his tight end at Ohio State. So he showed some flashes, but Bobby Slowick in the play calling, they had tight ends in the backfield blocking like if they were fullbacks. They didn't know what to do with the fucking tight ends. Bobby Slowick's scheme slowed down. He doesn't play enough Madden. I don't know what it was. But bro was pretty bad last year, and I kind of blame him for everything. In the press conferences, you're trying to get answers, and he wouldn't really give you anything, and that just goes to show me that he didn't know what the fuck was going on. So good riddance. I guess I blame a lot of the stuff on him and the offensive line. So with a new scheme, fresh look, I think that they'll be able to kind of string stuff together on just pure hope, like the way that they did in year one in CJ's rookie year. But this time, with some better talent as far as guys surrounding him. You got Joe Mixon in the run game. You brought in Your tight ends, we should get Brevin Jordan back along with Stover, and we still got Dalton Schultz on this 1-year deal. The receiver thing is the big question, right? But I do like the addition or bringing back Brevin Jordan, one of my favorite players, as coming out as a tight end prospect for the Texans over the last few years. So, like I said, I think he's a good wide receiving threat. He can break it open. He's the most talented receiver in the tight end group. So I think that's why they decided to keep him around. Plus, he's still really young.
And if y'all get one of them Texans receivers the Longhorns receivers that they the Bond kid might be there in the 20s. I don't know if the other kid Golden is gonna be there, but yeah, they've been mocking y'all a receiver in the first round too, big bro.
Yeah, Brevin Jordan's only 24 years old, bro.
That's my guy, right, man. I picked him up in some of these dynasty leagues that we just started, big bro.
Yeah, because then it'll be him and Cade Stover once Dalton Schultz is gone. I don't think they'll bring him back after this year.
Yeah, and then you know what? I just realized the Mandela effect, that we have the same thing with stovetop stuffer.
Yeah, so he tore his ACL in week 2, and then they extended him in December.
Well, because isn't it like I used to swear it was stovetop stuffer, but then they said no, it's just stovetop.
Oh, Stover. I'm like, stovetop.
Cade Stover.
Stover, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying though, but then that's his nickname. Yeah. But then the stovetop stuffer.
Yeah, the Stovers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it makes sense because of the commercial. I get it now.
Yeah, but what was this fucking? But now I'm thinking like the Mandela effect. Wasn't it not? Because someone told me it's not stovetop stuffer. It's something else.
It's Stovers.
Stovers.
It's Stovers. They nothing comes closer than home or whatever.
Oh yeah, that is the saying. I forgot about that.
They got the stovetop
stuffing mix.
I think they got like a stovetop stuffer.
That's exactly what it is.
So there's Stofers with an F, stovetop stuffing. Wait a minute. Never mind. It's a fabrication. Stofers doesn't have stovetop. The name of the product.
It's an oven baked like the lasagnas and stuff.
The name that you're talking about, it's just called stovetop. That's the brand. But they make a stovetop.
Yeah, stovetop. That's the stuffing. Yeah.
Here we go. Here's some pictures for you guys.
Stovers.
Stovetop cornbread stuffing
one
mix.
One of my favorite things is
turkey, chicken, pork.
That you get the lasagna.
Man, I had that shit in Turkey all the time. Oh.
It is good. I eat that shit, but I eat the generic one now. I just get the store brand.
Yeah, that stove stuff shit's expensive.
Stouffer's is a brand that sells frozen foods and frozen meals exclusively, so they don't sell.
And you know what the cool thing is? All you need is water and fucking
bread.
Butter. That's all you need to make that fucking stuff.
Yep,
it's bomb. It's cheap. It's like pancakes. When you're poor, people that are poor, they got no money. You can still eat pretty good. You just buy hot dogs, buy your pancake meats, buy your ramen, buy your stuffing. All that shit will go a mile. You shouldn't be hungry if you're poor. You can feed yourself. This is the United States. This ain't fucking somewhere in the middle of Asia or somewhere that got like, hey, I gotta fucking hunt their food. You can go to the grocery store and drop $5 and eat pretty good.
Talk about it, big bro.
I love the United States. That's the best part about it.
Come on now, give us facts.
Let's see. Kenna's favorite things in life: football and food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being blessed means many different things, but I feel like I had to work to where I am now. I don't have to eat like that, but when I was struggling, man, I was never hungry because I knew how to feed myself and whoever I was taking care of to where we're not hungry. At least that was like the bare minimum. It's like nobody's being hungry with me, you know. And we might not be eating healthiest. Everybody's eating, yeah. Nobody's going to bed hungry. That's for sure. Never had a problem.
Know how to make lemonade out of lemons, man.
Yeah.
No,
That government cheese, it's like this big. Like we make that we can make that work. That's a
You know, it's so crazy. They had so much. I just saw a documentary of that probably like a year ago. Hella cheese, bruh.
mm-hmm.
They pushed that campaign in
They actually
four food groups.
They actually said that the WIC program supplies all sorts of funding for dairy farmers because there's not enough people that are buying
That'll buy all the cheese.
Where they know that like, oh, okay, the new moms and the new families that have all these young babies that they need like the milk and all that stuff. So they have the WIC program funds you to go out and say like, when you get a WIC check, you're like, it says you can get 3 gallons of milk, and like I can't even. What am I gonna do with 3 gallons of milk? I don't eat fucking cereal all day. You know, like, that's a grip of fucking milk.
They give you a couple things of the cheese,
and it comes. It's a rotation.
You can get bread or tortillas and shit like that.
Yeah. You can go to the fresh vegetables. That's what I used to do.
Yeah, fresh.
I used to say I'm gonna go on a fresh vegetables. I'm getting the vegetables. I get the veggies. I get the cereals, like the Kicks. I remember the Kicks being like always available on the WIC.
Yeah.
Getting the vegetables,
the WIC came in the clutch for the fucking formula, bro.
The formula, yeah, because my baby mom, she didn't do the whole titty milk for a long time. She tried to, as long as she could, but we definitely had to get that formula.
Yeah. I think out of my 4 kids, the record for breastfeeding is like 3 months. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it might have even been it might have been Mimi. She's the fattest one too. So it makes sense. She just wants to eat all the time. Even right now, whenever you see me run out, she wants me to get. I told her, you cannot go in the pantry anymore. You have to ask me. Every 5 minutes, she asking me like, But I'm glad she's listening. Because before I'm trying to see her on the monitor, she thinks I can't see her. And she go over there and open up the woo while she's climbing and shit.
He said, I think I can't. She think I can't see her.
She said, no, really. And I got the monitor. Like, that baby monitor is clutch. You know what I mean? I just have it on mute and shit. And she over there just, she just be chilling.
They're saying Jackson Dart is throwing bombs at his pro day.
They say that about a lot of people every year.
Hell yeah. Plus, you got the people that you're playing with, right?
Oh, yeah, his teammates from college.
Yeah, so they catching the ball like all right, let's look.
Making him look like a superstar.
I'm gonna hit you off by like 60 yards down the motherfucking field, man, in stride. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it was a real video, but I remember this one video back years ago where a homie threw the ball, and I think he was a receiver, but he's like, watch this. He throws the ball and he fucking books it, and then he goes up and he reaches up and he supposedly catches his own pass, and it was like a 30-yard, 40-yard pass.
You remember Mr. Perfect back in the days?
The wrestler?
So Mr. Perfect, he used to have these little segments, these little like motifs or whatever they would call them, or vignettes. There you go.
The wrestler, Mr. Perfect?
I wonder if Mike Tomlin drafts his son this year.
Because Mr. Perfect did that shit at one time, like where like he's like it shows him like he no looks the fucking from the half court, and then there's another one he throws his own pass, and then he runs out there and he catches it. So stupid.
I wonder if Mike Tomlin takes a flyer and brings his son in if he goes undrafted from Boston College.
I don't know.
What position does he play?
Is he
wide receiver?
Oh, okay.
He ran a 4.45 40-yard dash and had a 38-inch vertical. So he could get drafted.
Yeah, I mean, is there a lot? I hear there's not too many receivers too, so like he could actually, especially if the Steelers were to draft him, because the Steelers are the kind of guys they find shit late. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, look at George Pickens. Like they could hit him in the second round. He hadn't really been.
AB was a 5th round pick.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
AB was a 5th round pick.
That's
Hines Ward was a late round pick.
Emmanuel Sanders was later round. There was another one. Remember Martavis Bryant. He was a burnout literally, but he was dope. But yeah, he was like a 4th round guy.
That used to be one of my fantasy darlings, Martavis
Hey, real talk,
Bryant.
Martavis Bryant used to take one. He'd get like 2 catches, but it'll be out a big ass house call.
Fuck, bro.
That's funny. Yeah, he was funny like that though.
He burnt out literally. That shit is funnier than a motherfucker. Oh
I
my
mean,
mom.
because they kept every time they test him, he was dirty.
Facts.
But it was fucked up though because during that time they had the old rules. Remember the Flash Gordon rules, where it's like because Flash Gordon he was the type like he kept getting caught, and then every time you get caught, you're gonna and you violate again, and then it's like a suspension. Then it's like you violate again, then it's a longer suspension, and like they kept fucking with Gordon, and then Martavis Bryant. I think he went through one of these little suspension phases, but then after that they just cut him. That was the end of Martavis Bryant.
Yeah, it was a wrap for sure.
I know, man. What do we do?
Didn't Dallas bring him in?
Oh, somebody did,
Yeah, not too long ago.
Damn, Martavis Bryant was 2014.
That's crazy.
Oh no, 2017. My bad. 2017.
So just for the shits and giggles, look at we were talking about Jackson Dart. I know this isn't a consensus take, but according to fucking Sleeper, they got the Gabriel kid from Oregon and then Ewards from Texas ahead of the fucking kid.
Oh shit.
Well, you know what though? This is ADP, right? Because there is people that'll do drafts already with all these rookies in it. So maybe this could be people just taking them over the other. Because then, it is kind of funny though, right? Because these QBs that are gonna get drafted, the consensus top 3. That's the consensus top 3 in the NFL, right? And in fact, I guess the fantasy community doesn't see it like that. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. And they got Golden all the way down after the Ivy League kid and the Restrepo.
What's the name of the Stanford kid?
Ayo Manor.
Oh, that's right.
Alec.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, I just keep calling him the Stanford kid.
Yeah, they said that we might be tied to him.
Hey, JD, the Chiefs have scheduled a top 30 visit with Miami running back Damian Martinez.
Yeah, he's a cold beast.
Yeah, I like
him for 1 year.
and then Burden with the wide receivers. I like Martinez though. I'm high on Samson, but Martinez is just a little bit higher on my list after the obvious 2.
What about Hendricks? Hendricks?
I don't like the Ohio guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not big on the Ohio guys.
You don't think they carry a load? Those guys are rotation. Those guys were what is it called? Timeshare guys.
Judkins just doesn't really have that elusiveness and then he doesn't have the yards after contact. He's not that great. And then
they got both of them in the top in the first round.
Yeah.
In the,
oh yeah. Not mine though. I have a couple other names that the Samson and then the Martinez kid. I like them a little bit, and then even Caleb Johnson, even though he didn't test well, I think somehow he's gonna find himself on a team that's going to give him that opportunity to have immediate impact. But talent-wise, I like Samson and Martinez more than the Ohio State guys. And then I like Caleb Johnson. He's that guy that I was talking about, where I feel like a running back needy team is going to take that kid, and then all of a sudden we're looking at because. Your your combine stats and all that shit don't really matter. Bucky Irving was not a combine darling. He didn't do anything good. But he found himself a team that, outside of Rashad White being mediocre as fuck. Honestly, he was mediocre as fuck. He just got a lot of volume. He was able to beat out a guy that just existed and
He was able to beat out a guy that just existed. I like that breakdown.
he
was not even just a
that's why
guy.
Bucky Irving beat Rashad White. Yeah, because volume the volume is what Rashad White was
uncanny the first year.
Yeah, he caught a lot of balls. But,
well, not that first year, but when we finally
they weren't
saw
down. They weren't down. He wasn't pushing the ball down the field and doing anything super special. PPR points that boosted his value. The yards per carry, I think it was like around 3 or even under 3. It just wasn't very.
It wasn't very fancy. It was like Joe Mixon.
He wasn't very fancy.
He was just like the Bengals Joe Mixon. Like that year, that was the comparison I had for Rashad White, because like he was getting all the work and all the red zone work, and he was getting targets. But then the thing was, it was just all shitty metrics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shitty yards per carry, shitty. But he was hitting pay dirt like Joe Mixon, who would have the shitty yards per carry and all shit. But he was punching the touchdowns. You know what I mean?
What's up, Ghost Monkey?
What's up, Ghost? Big Ghost. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sliding through these ADPs for these rookies right now.
It's interesting on Sleeper.
Facts.
Right? You're like, man, all the guys that we've been talking about, they kind of like are pushed down on the ADP. And I'm like, well, that works for me because a lot of the leagues, I feel like they're going to go off of ADP.
Come on
so
now.
I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So have this guy ranked ahead of him, and then I'll be happy about that. But I am high on Luther Burden on the receivers, and then the Martinez kid outside of Hampton and Jainty. I think Martinez showed the most, I guess, talent in my eyes. And then Samson is a dog too. He could carry the ball a bunch of times. He's a 3-down back. Not quite as fast as we were anticipating. I think a lot of people think when we're thinking that he is like a one cut type of back, but he's small. He's not like a bouncing around and getting that yak, but he finds a hole and then he goes through it real quick, and then gets the 10-15 yards or a hard fought 3-4 yard touchdown. Goal line opportunities is not outside of his skill set. Even though he's not huge, he's still pretty good at finding the end zone. Just like Bucky Irving.
Buck.
Yeah, he's not a big guy, but he'll find the end zone.
Yeah, this shit. I'm sliding through this shit. This shit is definitely interesting, bro.
Yeah.
This shit.
Yeah, I don't know where those ADPs came from. It's kind of weird. Especially the quarterbacks. I'm like, what? Ewers? Texas? That guy sucks. Pretty soon, the Georgia guy is going to work his way up above the Ole Miss kid.
They got him ranked number 31st. Jackson Dart.
Yeah, I know the Oregon guys got the NCAA records and all that, but Dylan Gabriel to me just really isn't that interesting for NFL.
He really wasn't. He was all right, but it wasn't impressive to me.
Dylan Gabriel has the best fucking college career of all time. I feel like I think because he had like a 5-year, 6-year starter, different schools, but the numbers are there. The Georgia guy, he declared that he's going back to school. That's
The
why.
quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Beck.
in Miami.
Yeah, he's going back to college. Okay, yeah. I don't like that Carson Beck kid. Not a fan.
Yeah, that when Ron, shout out to Ron in the Ignorant Thinkers podcast. Ron is a big Georgia fan. He said he's boo boo.
He is boo boo.
Oh, everything.
Hey, the other the Georgia Tech kid,
Haynes King,
Haynes King, man.
Yeah, that's your boy.
To me, he made Carson Beck look like, I don't know, like the second best quarterback on that field for sure. Just the Georgia Tech, they didn't have the weapons that Georgia had, and I fully expect Georgia Tech getting better. They got a lot of returning players, including the quarterback, where he could have entered this draft, but he committed because he wanted to. I think he's trying to get them a championship, to be honest. Like he wants to go into Georgia Tech, given the best season they ever had, and then potentially be the first quarterback off the board next year.
Fucking Georgia Tech and fucking Syracuse is one of the reasons why the Hurricanes didn't get into the college playoff. And Georgia Tech whooped the shit out of them at the end of the season, and Syracuse whooped the shit out of them at the end of the season, bro.
Yeah, and you guys were undefeated at those points.
Maybe one loss, I think.
One loss?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Might have been undefeated, but I want to say one loss because we were coming back in a lot of games. The defense was terrible last year.
Yeah, Cam Ward played pretty good. I like Cam Ward. I don't like Tennessee, man. And I know that's where he's going. It's just like not interesting to me.
You know what else is interesting on this motherfucking ADP for the rookies? They only have Travis Hunter listed as a wide receiver as of right now.
Oh, well, you know the leagues that we play, that instantly boosts his stock because he's definitely gonna get some tackles, 100%. I don't think the team that drafts him isn't curious about his dual threat capabilities. I think whoever picks him is gonna give him the opportunity to play both sides, and if it doesn't work, he might have a short leash, but there's no reason why he can't.
What up, Ghost Monkey?
Yeah, this gonna be he gonna be showing out in training camp, 100%. Right when he get on the field in fucking rookie mini camp, he gonna be opening the coach's eyes, bro. Right when he step into the facility.
Yeah, I feel like he fits right in with that New England ball club real quick. He gets on both sides of the ball with New England.
Damn, I'm mad they only got him as a wide receiver right now.
Who's that?
Travis Hunter.
Oh, that's
because you definitely want to put him in defensive back. Definitely want to put him.
That's gonna probably change after the draft. You watch.
Yeah. And as far as I've heard, is most GMs prefer to have him play in defense
as a DB. Yeah, that's what I saw too.
But you can't argue with the stats. Stats don't lie. He's a pretty good receiver too. He could be the wide receiver too. I don't know. I think Burden. I think Tet has that WR1 prospect profile. He might not be drafted WR1, but I think he has the prospect profile to be the WR1. Burden WR2, and then it's easy to just throw in Travis Hunter as the WR3, and then depending on how you look at Ted McMillan, Burden, Golden. I don't think every general manager has the same opinions, but yeah, Golden is up there too. I don't know. I think Burden is a little bit underrated right now.
I like Burton too, bro. He's nasty when he get the ball in his hands.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of a Malik Neighbors kind of type of wide receiver.
Out of the wide receivers, kid, who do you see as the most comp to Malik Neighbors this year?
Yeah, Luther Burden. Yeah.
The sleeper they got Genty projections out, and they got Amari and Hampton projections out. Them the only two players.
Where do they got? What do they say?
Oh, they got Shador's projections out. They got Junkins projections. They got Caleb's. They got Caleb at 24 receptions.
Caleb Johnson.
Yup. So they got him coming in as a projected PPR back. Oh, they got Cam's projections. They got Amarion at 38 receptions, hitting 1,000. 7 TDs and 1 receiving TD. They got Genty's at 1,195 yards, 283 receiving yards with 39 receptions and 10 total TDs. That's what they got Genty slotted in for. I wonder if that's what the you know how you can bet the early season favorites on the over and under on their yards and shit like that. I wonder if that's already set for some of these players, and that's why Sleeper got this shit updated for that.
But isn't it kind of hard to tell without landing spots, though?
Yeah.
That's for me. It's hard to tell without a landing spot.
Right. That's why we don't draft rookies until after.
It's great to talk about it, but not knowing whether we got another month to go.
Right.
So almost under a month to go, and then you watch these numbers. What they are now could change very drastically. They could go up or they could go down. You know.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Yeah, I feel like if Dallas does choose a running back in that first round, then we're looking at doesn't matter what the name is.
Everything I've been seeing here in Texas is the Cowboys want to go wide receiver round 1.
Wide receiver.
Yep, that's what my neighbor, not that
Yeah, I thought
at the old house where I used to live, used to work for it was the sports writer for Dallas Morning News, and he said everything he's hearing, it's the Cowboys going wide receiver in round 1. But they want to get someone to pair up with CeeDee Lamb. They're not confident in what they have.
I think Dak like to throw to a tight end though. I would be like, okay, let me go ahead and get one of the Warren or Lovelands.
The name that I keep on hearing in Texas is Golden. I see Golden, and there's a kid. Golden and the kid from Ohio State is what they're a lot of what they want around here. And Buka, yeah. But the Cowboys pick what? Like, what are they?
They 12. They pick right after us.
So they can get a decent wide receiver.
Yeah.
They can pick the first one. The first one might fall to them. They might have they pick it a crop.
Yeah, they might start.
But I also seen Tech getting mocked to Jacksonville as well.
Oh wow, number 4.
Yeah.
No,
aren't
they 5?
6?
They're 5.
5 or 6.
5 or 6. Yeah. Oh no, Vegas is 6. Vegas is 6.
Yeah. So they got to be 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything.
That would be nice. I would love to see somebody young, Ted and fucking BTJ.
Nasty.
That would be awesome.
Nasty, bro.
Yeah.
On everything. Oh wow. Yeah, bro. This shit finna get interesting. Hey, your dynasty picks. If you got any picks in this rookie draft high up, they finish your value finna shoot up for them motherfuckers. Everything.
Yeah, I even think that the third and fourth rounders are pretty valuable.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
And then like on the fucking sleeper, right? Let me see when they got the first projected IDP player, because it only slid through like the top 40. Because like last year, Jack Campbell, I want to say in the Gen Wealth our rookie draft, I want to say that motherfucker was like in the second or third round.
2 years ago.
Yep, on my mama.
Yeah, Jack Campbell, he was definitely the highest rated middle linebacker of his class. And then the Detroit situation didn't give him the opportunity to be like fantasy relevant, but definitely didn't want to give up on his prospect. So now whoever drafted and held on to him in IDP leagues, they're probably comfortable with that pick, because it was like a second or third round. You were probably taking Jack Campbell before Puka Nacua. I think they were.
Yeah, I just sent that Worthy thing to the thread about his garage.
Worthy?
Yeah, he spent $1 million plus, and he has $1 million plus car collection.
Yeah, it's they need a financial advisor.
Well, his rookie contract was what, $13.7 million.
Yeah, and that's a big chunk of change for only $13 million.
Exactly.
It's a little bag. They got a little bag. It's a rookie contract. It's not a big.
No,
bag.
that's not a big bag. The big bag.
It's life changing, but when you blow 10% of your money on a couple things, it's like, wait, why? You know. I don't know. I would get excited maybe and think about stuff, but I know I'm not in my early 20s. I'm late 30s, so it's different. At one point, I did probably spend my money recklessly, but now I'm totally content with being as simple so I can enjoy the things that I really enjoy, which is like doing things, eating out,
living life.
Yeah, I don't need to have the fancy stuff.
Simple, easy for me.
That's all bullshit stuff, anyways.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, if I want to go to a ball game and then like grub, I can do that.
I always say you can't take the materialistic things with you when you go.
The $13 beer, if I'm out and I'm doing something that's enjoyable, the $13 beer doesn't really affect me, because it's $13. I don't have a $1,300 car payment, that's for sure.
Come on now.
Some of the food yesterday at the game was ridiculous, man. Oh my God, there was like a hot dog this fucking big.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But I ain't kidding. My friend tried one. He goes, Lee, you want to buy? I said, you make me sick just looking at it. I ate before I went to the ball game. You know what I said? Because you can spend a dime a dozen there. I'm like, they're showing you new foods. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I used to have season tickets to the.
I had season tickets for the Red Sox for about 10 years.
My hack was going to Subway and bringing the sandwich in.
Yeah. They take the one and they're like, you got food on you. Get out of it. Like,
oh, no. They let you in at Petco. They don't give a fuck. You just can't bring the beverages. They don't want you to sneak in
beverage. I mean, I used to sneak in.
I would have to buy my tall cans, but I would bring in a sandwich.
I used to sneak in bags of peanuts.
Yep. I didn't sneak them. You didn't have to sneak them. You would go to CVS, buy the peanuts for like $3,
Yep.
as opposed to the $7.
Paying $10 or $10 exactly.
But yeah, I'm going to the game 40+ games a year. It's like whatever. Like
Yeah.
eventually you're like, oh god damn it. Especially when you have a kid, because I was always rolling with my little one.
Oh, exactly.
He's like, can we go? It's like the top of the second inning. I'm like, fuck. You know what? I don't even hate that idea. Let's get the fuck out of here.
What
It was
time is
hard.
today's first?
It's hard when you're a season ticket holder in baseball.
It is. I agree.
Yeah.
So the first game today is what time? Ooh, okay.
Oh, I haven't even looked. I know I always set my roster the day before.
Yeah, I did that late last night. I picked in my pickups and set my rosters, and that was it.
Yeah, if I have people on the bench that are playing, they're substituting for the people that ain't. But Saturday and Sunday is the only time you have to really think, because everybody plays on Saturday and Sunday.
Exactly.
Johnny said, "Hell yeah, I'll bring my whole ass Meals to Coors Field for Sox games."
For the Rocks, yeah,
Rock.
for sure. I'm 100%. And these were the days when Subway footlongs were like $5.
Yep.
So I would just go in the Subway, order.
Yeah, 3 o'clock the
whatever I
first game.
wanted.
3 o'clock the first game today.
3 o'clock? Yeah, that makes sense.
Colorado at Tampa Bay, so that would be
It's in Tampa
2:10
Bay.
my time.
It's in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, it's at Tampa Bay, yeah, so it's 3 o'clock Eastern. So 2.
6 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so 3.
Or
so
you're Central, so maybe
I'm Central, so it'd be 2 o'clock from 2:10 my time, on TV.
2.
Yeah, because because East Coast I'm an hour behind East Coast time.
Oh, 3 o'clock then.
Yeah, so if it's 3 o'clock in East Coast, it's 2 o'clock for me.
What the fuck? That's a weird time. Friday games usually start at 7.
Let's see what games on TV. Oh, the Rangers are on TV tonight. Okay, I can watch the Red Sox. Good.
I don't know if I'm going to be watching any games. I know on Sunday, that's the next time I'm going to be able to watch.
Ooh, your Padres have the Braves tonight, huh?
Well, yeah, all the way through Sunday. Sunday night baseball is the Padres Braves. So I'm probably going to go out somewhere and watch them.
Dylan Cease pitches tonight.
Yeah, he should have pitched yesterday. I don't know why King got the.
Hey, Johnny said the Rockies are a minor league team.
I like Calendar, or what's his name? Calendar. The pitcher in your guys' farm. He pitched for Tennessee. He's Dollander.
Oh, Dollinger?
Dollander, yeah.
Yeah, Dollinger.
Him and Skeens had that one fucking epic fucking game, LSU versus Tennessee, and LSU won. But Dollander, he gave up a gapper to Dylan Cruz, and then a fifth-year senior hit a home run off of him. But other than that, he basically dominated that LSU team that ended up winning the title.
Yeah.
And then once he got into the minors, he's got a nasty fucking curveball. But Dollander looks like a Randy Johnson. No, not a Randy Johnson. He looks more like a Garrett Cole. Yeah, I think Dollander, the guy that the Rockies have, he looks like a Garrett Cole, and then Schultz, the lefty, he's got a nasty slider. He doesn't quite have the 100+ velocity like Randy Johnson, but he's got that build. So if Schultz develops and gets an uptick in velocity, he could have that like Randy Johnson makeup. Both of those teams are terrible, the Sox and the Rockies. But when you're a terrible team, you get good draft picks, and both of those guys are looking pretty good. Skeens right out the gate. He had a long college career, so he was kind of already developed. I guess that's what benefited him in his rookie season.
I don't have any shares of Skeens this year. I wasn't up to that.
I didn't pay up for early.
No,
The
I didn't
the earliest pitcher that I ended up getting was probably Snell or Sale, and both of those guys are a little bit older. There's always a risk with Snell because he's only had 2 seasons of more than like 140 innings pitched, and then Sale's like what 37.
Mm-hmm.
But still, both of those guys are very, very good. The young guy that I have pitched yesterday, Gilbert, Seattle's ace this season.
Oh, Logan Gilbert, yeah.
Logan,
I have a couple. I have like 4 or 5 shares of him.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. He gave up a home run, but it was a mistake pitch. Left it over in the middle of the plate. Hung a breaking ball. But outside of that, he was pretty dominant. He took a fucking 111 mile an hour line drive off the inner thigh. I was like, oh, did that fucking hit his sack? Because he turned his backside was turned, and then the ball like hit him like right where his fucking nutsack would have been. I thought like, oh shit, like
Whoa. What kind of
it must have been
conversation did I just jump into?
one of the Seattle pitcher last night, he got nailed, and the way it looked like it was like the pitcher got a line drive off the nutsack. It was pretty fucking wild, but he was able to come back and finish a few more innings. I think he threw 7 innings total, minimum 6. I know he got a quality start. Yeah, Denver's a tough place to pitch for sure, especially when you.
Yeah, because then they can hit, and once they get a hold of one, that shit is gone.
They gotta they gotta face the Padres and the Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks are no like weak team either. Like that's we had a conversation in the.
Are the Rockies in there with the Giants? Is the Giants in there too?
Yeah, NL West, yeah. Yeah, there was a question. Diamond Joe threw it out there. He's like, "What is it? What's the toughest division, in your opinion?" And it was the NL East or the NL West for me. And the AL East is pretty strong too. The Rays tend to win. The Yankees, they got beat up good over the offseason, but I still think that they're a good ball club. The Red Sox look really good, and Baltimore put a shellacking on fucking on that Toronto team.
Oh, that Toronto team did not look good yesterday.
Barrios isn't a bad pitcher, but I think that the Orioles are just that good of a team that they can hit him hard and score 7. I think it was 7 earned runs. I think they ended up with 12 runs total. It was like a 12-2 game. The Orioles are a good squad. We'll see. It's only been 1 game.
Baltimore is one of my favorite parks I've ever been to.
You know, I just totally forgot what I was about to say. I was like, all right, waiting my spot to jump in, and then I totally don't even remember what I was going to say.
You can't win or lose the season after yesterday. Everybody's still in it.
Gosh, and I really look forward to it. It's crazy because when you ask me.
Stephon Diggs says he's looking forward to catching passes from Drake May.
Let's go.
Yeah, I would be too.
Mm-hmm. He got a nice zip on the arm.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing. You start getting me convinced though, or Peacock and JD mentioned earlier. then like, yeah, Diggs might actually be best suited in the slot at this point.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what he is coming off the injury to be a guy that could be actual on the outside perimeter. That's kind of crazy too, because I started thinking about it, I'm like, damn, that is gonna hurt my little Pop Douglas shares that I have. But I guess we'll see if Pop's able to go out wide. Pause.
Well, the Panthers have interest in bringing in Hunter Renfrow.
Wow, I thought he just retired.
He did. He was working out with the Raiders again today, and the Panthers.
The Niners.
Yeah.
How old? When is that fool?
all.
20? Oh, he was a rookie in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
19, 21, 25. Okay, so this would be year 7. He gives me like little Adam Thielen vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll try to figure out what I'm gonna do on this spot right here where I'm at in this draft. I'm on the clock right now.
What's your team looking like so far, Bucks?
Looks like a normal bogey team. I got fucking Chase, Nico, JSN, and then Goff, Prescott.
Yeah.
And now I'm on the clock. So I'm thinking
Third
because
QB.
then there's like, I mean, I kind of just want to bang out more receivers, but then there's like people are securing their third QBs like left and right. And I'm like,
That's what I said that second ago. You're probably going with third QB.
I mean, yeah, and then there's like, I don't have any shares of Michael Penix in the 6th round with him as my third. I kind of don't mind that. There is like a Bryce Young, but then like I just like the weaponry that Penix potentially could have. Man, Penix could be like secret bad for all we fucking know. But he plays super well in college, and he's like more grown than your average young QB that's going into his 2nd year. You know what I mean? Because he's going to be like 27. How old is Michael Penix right now? Maybe I'm exaggerating. Yeah, maybe he's like 26. Either way. I mean, and then like, there's, they got Ayuk right here, which is a nice play too. Even though he's coming off the injury, it's still Ayuk like in this range. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if Ayuk was not hurt and he played well, he's not going in this range. Then there's a bunch of running backs. I don't know. There's a lot of things fell. So, and then a lot of the shit that I was letting fall, I was going to target like a Chase Browns and all those running backs there. I could take Derrick Henry here too. There's a plethora of good plays here. Took my Josh Jacobs. That made me really hot. That's kind of like.
Derrick Henry ran for 1,965 yards last season.
Are you fucking serious?
And that was 50 carries. That was 50 carries less than his 2,050 or whatever it was.
Do you remember what they said? I think he said he pays like $1.3 million on his body every year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, like on like trainers and
Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember they showed some of the shit he was doing. He was like, I had all these chains on him. Oh, he's like, shit was crazy.
Penix is a young quarterback though, so that's not bad either.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of why I'm thinking that. And then because as far as third QB goes, wait, if I wanted just any old third QB, there's still
there's some out
there. So look at this point, there's still one person that has Dennis. He's right next after me, and he's in this round, but he's not in the next round. He doesn't have any QBs yet, and he took Addison when he could have maybe took a QB there, but teach his own, and good for him because now he has a crazy 4 wide receiver set. So, anyways, but then also Magoobs doesn't have a second QB. Then there's Limelight. Oh yeah, Limelight might not have a second QB neither.
So who goes first, Geno or Darnold?
Darnold just went right before me.
Okay.
Yeah, to clock. And that's clock taking his third. So there's like 3 managers that already have 3 QBs, right? Mm-hmm. I might be another one. Because then right here, there's this is all the other half. Like there's 4 of them at least that I can think of right now that don't have more than one. They only have 1 QB. So on the left,
Abdul Card is only going to meet with the top 4 teams. That's all he's meeting with. Because he feels he's got to go in the top 4. He's only going to meet with those teams. That's it.
Yeah, don't jinx himself. He watch you jinx himself right there. Goddamn. Okay, hold on. So it's easy. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we gotta figure this out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 individuals right there. 3 out of those 4 have 1, and then Dennis has none. But Dennis is not there on the swing around. Oh no, is he there on the swing around? Yeah, he is.
All right, the Vikings are swinging back down. They want to revisit the Aaron Rodgers thing again.
Yeah, you brought that up earlier.
No, they just come out about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. I could.
They're now doing this serious, keeping their options open and maybe bringing him back for another talk with them now.
Let's go. Every time somebody drafts JJ, it's like, come on, let me just have my JJ share. That works. I have 1 share of JJ. I'm like, come on. Okay. Yeah, I do like the. I'm not mad at the idea of Michael Penix, man. I'm mad at the
Minnesota Vikings pick up the phone and they make the call. JJ McCarthy.
Not a lot of RB1s left though.
I mean, we're already in that realm where
it's like Derrick Henry, Jonathan Taylor, and shit like that.
No, Jonathan Taylor, he just went like 3 running backs ago.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe 4 running backs ago. It was like Jonathan Taylor, then it was Chase Brown, or Jonathan Taylor, James Cook, Chase Brown, CMC, Josh Jacobs. Yeah.
So yeah, you only got
now, yeah, it's the Camaras and the Henrys. I almost don't give a fuck at this point. And I also thought I could snatch the 104 here, which I think that like someone like Steezy, who already had like he has like the 1. I can see him doing that, just snatching a rookie pick on one because he's the 12th spot. You know what I mean? So I'm playing with it because I'm like, yo, things can fall to me here. Either which way, I think I do have some options, and I kind of do want to take Michael Penix here. I keep thinking about it, like, okay, well, I get a young QB. That is kind of dope. And it'll be my first Michael Penix share.
Yeah. Yeah, you got London and Bijan.
Always discussed.
Yeah, and then it's funny. You just don't even say and Pitts. You just leave it. London and Bijan.
Pitts doesn't mean anything.
No, I'm just saying. It's like you don't even list him at all.
I'm not really.
They are bringing back the Moon Man too, for what that's worth. Darnell Mooney's a hell of a number 2 to have.
And is Ray still there?
Pretty sure. Ray does a lot of return, but yeah, they had him playing a lot of slot.
Yeah.
He was like non-existent after it was no more Kirk Cousins. Because when it was Kirk Cousins, he was just dumping it off to Ray. Ray was just go yak. Yeah, it's funny because man, the Steelers shit is pissing me off. I mean, the Rodgers just fucking hurry up and fucking sign Rodgers. What the fuck, Rodgers? Go to the Steelers, like I fucking called it from the very beginning, and then Cousins to the Browns, and then boom, everything will be all right. We got stupid ass Russ to the Giants because you're like, I gotta get the first job, and nobody's gonna want me. He gets paid the starter money over fucking Winston. And I watched the shit too with that Russell Wilson. He's like, yeah, here, ready to rock and roll. I'm the starter. Just straight up, like, no questions. Yeah, I'm the starter. He was hella proud to say that shit. You got
this time he's healthy going into the offseason, so he's gonna have to compete.
One thing that Malik Nabers, so him coming off the league leading target outing, right? That'll probably go down a little bit, but still is interesting because it's the same regime and there really is nobody there else to help him. So it's like, and one thing Russ does have and even Jameis Winston, they do have a deep ball because that's one thing he was lacking last year. There was no real deep targets down the field. You know what I mean? For Malik Nabers.
I love
It'd be interesting. Well,
Pause.
what's his name? Wilson says he's going to be the starter, but we'll still see who's the starter.
Yeah, but he's getting 20-something million.
Yep. So
You know what I mean? Like, and then versus Jameson is getting backup money.
exactly.
Your shares of neighbor is definitely good for sure.
Yep.
With either one of these quarterbacks, Jameis or Russ, for sure, bro.
Yeah, and
Well,
like
Russ got 20 and then 10 in the guaranteed money.
yeah, so it's just a 1-year deal. But then
Yeah.
what did James get?
I think he got
5, I
8,
think.
5 or 6. Hold
See?
on.
Follow the money. Hey, you know what though? But now when you break it down though, hey, it might not just be Russ's job. You know what it is? Hey, look, man, I need Jameis Winston. I need him to start on any team, man. I don't give a fuck what team it is. Look at Jared Judy, receiver 12 on the year. So
Talk about it, bro. Facts.
like it don't fucking matter. Give me Jameis Winston. Fuck Russ.
Yeah.
I think Russ has had 2 receivers catch 100 balls in his career. You know what I'm saying? That was like 1 DK year and 1 fucking Tyler Lockett year. Tyler Lockett caught 100 on the nose.
Maybe Tyrone Tracy benefits from Russ Wilson.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean, the run game will just be better, period, with someone like Russ because he'll know when it's like, all right, when to pull the ball too.
Yeah.
You know, Jameis, he just know one speed. Just we're in a shootout. It's like, listen, running back, you get ready to block. You know what I mean? We're about to shoot this thing out. And I fucking love Jameis. Infamous Winston.
Hey,
My man,
Dent said sell him your pick.
who?
Dent.
What you want for it? I mean, what you gonna give me?
Yeah.
I said, what you want for it? I don't have to.
I love it when it's live. Let's
I don't have
make
to.
a deal.
Oh, he has 2. Hey, look, you want this pick? Give me the next 2 picks you got in the 7. You got. Oh no, he only did a pick swap in the 7. Oh, okay. You give me your 7 and a 9, and you got yourself a deal. I shouldn't even do this. I'm taking Michael Penix. Send an offer. Maybe we'll see.
Oh, you on the clock?
Yeah, and I'm doing this on purpose because I'm still thinking.
So you got 2 people that want this pick because Banks said check your DM.
Check your DM.
Okay,
Oh
shit. All right, I'll be right back. Let me go see. Hold on.
Oh, the price is right. We got some live dealing.
Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out here.
All right, kid. Be
All
good,
right,
man.
big bro.
I'll see y'all next time.
In a minute, man. Have a
Hey,
good one at work.
You going to
big
the
bro.
Angels game this weekend?
No, that's next weekend
Okay.
on the 6th. Yep. All right. Peace out.
Peace. Gang green. Yes, sir.
Hey, JD, you see that shirt I sent you this morning?
Nah, I didn't.
Oh, I sent you a text message. It said it was a shirt. I'm gonna talk to.
Oh, you talking about the fantasy footballer shit?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Peacock can do one with us and do the fantasy playmakers.
On everything. Yeah, that'd be dope, bro. Oh my mama.
See what get my lineups done today.
We can close it out too. We just
Yeah,
hit
we
a
can.
little over 3 hours.
Yeah, we can do that.
On everything. Hell yeah, we appreciate everybody pulling up on us 100% rocking out, man. You know,
Good luck to everyone in the draft.
Come on now, keeping this motherfucking chat fired the fuck up. You know what I mean? We'll be back next Tuesday for sure.
Oh, won't you be back tomorrow with Blood for Breakfast?
Yeah, I think so. I think we is back tomorrow, big bro, on everything. And then, come Tuesday, we back on our fantasy shit, man. And hopefully we'll have the Aaron Rodgers news because they said that there's a live show in Pittsburgh where Pat McAfee is performing at. And they said that could be a possibility. Now, I want to say It's the first week of April. I don't know exactly.
Oh, he was selling tickets for that online. I saw that.
Yeah, I think it's in Pittsburgh. I think that show is in Pittsburgh, bro. So yeah, and remember how you said we might get Aaron Rodgers announcing where he's going to sign that on.
He
on
might do it on McAfee.
Yeah, so
he loves McAfee.
Hopefully, sometime soon we'll get the announcement on everything.
Hey, how's Slim doing?
Oh, Slim doing all right on everything. Facts.
Pass a hello on to him because I haven't seen him in a long time.
Yeah, I think he's gonna pull up tomorrow on everything. We was rapping the other day.
I'll be tuning in.
All right,
you have yourself a wonderful evening.
Yep, you too, big bro. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Wherever you pulled up on us at, man, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna end it with a message from our sponsor, man. We'll see y'all next time, man. Peace.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays every day, yeah. We make plays.